Go.
Cut the fix up with some Xbox babies, put the switch up. See me gearing up for war, don't get it mixed up. I come in peace, kid. I'm bringing commentary and the new releases. I put them hours in to get prepared now. We play on expert level, don't be scared now. I'ma destroy you when I'm forza, I can tear it down. If you ain't tuned into the channel, keep your head down. Cut the fix up with some Xbox babies, put the switch up. See me gearing up for war, don't get it mixed up. I come in peace, kid. I'm bringing commentary and the new releases. I put them hours in to get prepared now. We play on expert level, don't be scared now. I'ma destroy you when I'm forza, I can tear it down. If you ain't tuned into the channel, keep your head down.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 long weeks, we are back. The fix is back in full effect. We are doing a special show tonight because tomorrow is the Game Awards show. And, some of us don't care to watch it. And some of us actually have a little party, I guess a watch party plan to check it out instead. Me personally, I'm just interested in the new trailers that's going to be shown for new games and Game of the Year. So that's really it for me. But yeah, man, happy to be back. Happy to have you all here in the chat. If you all haven't done so yet, could you please hit the like button? And if you're on Twitter and you see my tweet, could you please like and share it out? Would appreciate that. I haven't been, I noticed I hadn't been as active on Twitter as far as posting things. So my tweets have been kind of like deader, if that makes sense. Like it's not a lot of likes and stuff lately. I have to get more console worry or something. I don't know. I need to spice it up or something. I don't know. I gotta spice it up. But
a little rage baity?
Yeah, a little rage baity. I need to rage a who brother here and there or something. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to have fun tonight, guys. Nothing too serious. Don't want to do our predictions. I want to get you guys' thoughts, too, in the chat. Give your predictions as we go across the nominees. And, we're going to shoot the breeze, talk about what we've been up to. I'm interested in seeing what you all have been up to as well. Post what you're thinking as we talk about things. And I want to see what you guys have been up to, watching and playing and such. But without further ado, let me go on to our panel here. And that would be, first up, since you're at the top, I'm going to go top down. That's Crusader. My good brother. What's up, Crusader?
Oh, nothing much. How we doing, chat?
Yes, indeed. We also have my good brother Daniel J. McGee.
Hello.
Hello, chap.
Hello.
It's been a while since I almost started singing. Let me stop myself. And of course, we have my good brother and guest for the night. I'm not sure how long he can stay because I know he has daddy duty. He might have to dip away, but my good brother Soil Tech.
Yes, sir. Yes. Thanks for having me on.
Of course.
Wonderful. And I love the topic we're talking about. It is the Game Awards and the predictions. As some of you know, I'm a writer for the Iron Lords, and we just recently had our meeting where we did our own internal the same thing, and so I'm very well versed. I also yesterday submitted my official Game Awards votes. I went through all 3 of them, however many of them.
Yeah.
And let's do this.
Nice, man. That's perfect. So you can kind of recount some of yours here as we go through this. I guess we can kind of skip some of the nominations because some of them I don't think any of us give a damn about. Oh, top streamer of the year, esports. We don't care about that.
It better go to Charlie. That's all I'm saying.
It better go to Charlie. That's all I'm saying. To Charlie.
If it goes to that fucking peanut, I swear on God.
I love the peanut dude, though. He's actually funny.
What if it's like top streamer, Asmon Gold?
If the Game Awards weren't already pointless, that would be the final nail in the coffin.
That'd be the death nail right there.
I'll be tired on that one.
But listen, let's start with let's do some housekeeping here. Danny, my good brother, what have you been up to, man? What have you been watching and playing and viewing and doing and grass touching and everything else? What have you been up to, man?
I've been touching some grass. I have been watching a show that we were talking about before we started recording a little bit. Gachi Akuta.
Yes,
I brought it up on the show before.
Mm-hmm.
When I was I think 4 or 5 episodes in. Now I'm 21 or 2 maybe episodes in. I'm caught up with that. Whatever's out right now, I'm caught up to that.
Nice.
Boy, howdy, that's a good ass show. That's probably the best new anime of this year, honestly.
Oh, you really loving it, huh?
Yeah. It's like right up there with Kaiju number 8 for me. I think it's really, really good. I actually, when I was watching it recently, I was I genuinely was thinking like, this is 100% Umbra shit. Like he would love this show.
I could, I've seen a few snippets here and
yeah.
there, and I think you might be right. I think it will definitely be up my alley.
I think it really hits a lot of like really cool shit happening.
Yeah.
Like I don't even want to spoil too much, but just like some of the way that they handle fights and like how creative some of even just the weapons are.
It's really
super cool.
Really creative. I love stuff like that. Like Naruto was good at that, for instance, where like cleverness in fights. I love stuff like that.
Yeah. And like every time that I think I know where the show's going, they're like, hey, what if something really crazy happened right now? And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we got like 2 episodes left, and I don't know what they're gonna be like at all. Because I feel like we're kind of just like finished the big thing. So there's gonna be 2 episodes of, and literally anything could happen. Like it's one of those shows where it's like, I don't know, like the entire shape of this planet could be different by the end of these 2 episodes. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. I had been watching, finally, I watched Freerun. I watched all
it's a good one too.
Yeah.
Sad though.
You all checked it out too? You both checked
I
it out?
need to.
Okay, yeah. It's good, man. It's actually really, really good. Very heartfelt too, right? Very heartfelt and kind of I don't want to say emotional, but you're going to get emotional.
It's definitely emotional. No, I mean it had me sobbing at a couple different points. Like there's some really big like emotional hits in that that show for sure.
Yeah, 100%. It's definitely a good amount of them. I mean, I know some people I know are like more manly. Maybe they're like, nope, get back in there, tear. But
I'll cry right now.
Yeah, just laugh.
I'll do it right now.
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
You think I won't?
Dare me. But yeah, I got it. But I do have to check out Gachi Akuta. I'm going to check it out tonight. Actually, I'm going to start binging. I need to also check out Welcome to Derry too. So
apparently that's really good.
I've heard.
But yeah, I've been keeping up with that. I've been keeping up with One Piece. We're almost done with the Egghead arc. We got I think like 2 or 3 more episodes left of that.
Now, see, I've actually read through all of that, so that's funny to me because I'm
so strong. Here's the thing: I've read it too, but like at this point, I think I'm just gonna stop reading it because
let it build up.
Well, that too, but also it's just like the manga just feels like the rough draft. Like it is so much better animated. Like I sometimes I don't really like enjoy the art of the manga too much. Like it's not the best.
Sometimes it's sloppy, to be fair. Lately, I think, because he kind of rushes it out, it seems.
Yeah. Well, and then also, it's like you'll be reading a chapter of the manga and you'll get like one panel for something that in the anime is like a whole scene. So you'll get like one panel of a character reacting to something, whereas in the anime you'll get, a good 30 seconds of them like actually saying something and like doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, yeah, man, this looks like it's the storyboard. It's the storyboard for the real content, which is the show.
Yeah, I kind of agree to a degree. It is kind of crazy to come back. Like, for instance, when Garp did his, Galactic Punch, that was insane to see animated. It looked fantastic.
She was crazy.
Man.
Yeah, and then in the manga, it's like 2 panels. Yeah. And you're like, oh, okay. It's like before and after.
Yeah, they utilized like all these different multicolor sparkles going on as he jumped. It looked way more insane. Vibrant and insane and actually animated. Yeah. I mean, even though we could see the devastation in the manga, but it just looks ridiculous animated. So I get what you're saying in some instances.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And they're hit and miss when the anime is 12, because sometimes it'll be like,
for sure.
But then sometimes it's like, okay, that looked damn good. So
they turned 4 panels of Zoro versus S-Hawk into basically an entire episode of a fight. And that fight is sick as hell.
I haven't
it's
even watched
so
it.
good.
I gotta check it out.
It's so good.
Yeah, I gotta check that
So,
out. What about him versus what's his name?
Lucci?
Lucci. That's it.
Zoro versus Lucci, they don't show too much. They still do more than it's in the manga, obviously.
Okay.
Luffy versus Lucci, that's crazy.
I bet.
That one's insane.
I did see the one with I hate. By the way, this is a pet peeve of mine. For those that don't know, I hate saying Luffy because his name is really should be Luffy. I'm just gonna be real with you. If you look at his name spelling, it's Luffy. That is that not Luffy? Am I insane here?
I think that's Luffy, my man.
See,
Brother, English is a made-up concept. Like,
true, but like
we have rules about how you break the rules when you're breaking
hell yeah.
rules in the English language.
that is true. And we have so many words that should sound like something else that don't. So that is true
For sure.
Like-
But so the fight with him with Luffy Kun. By the way, so him versus Key what's his man's name? The Admiral Kizaru, I think. Is it Kizaru?
It's like it's a Kizaru. But it's all the
Kizaru,
same.
yeah.
Like
That one was
if you say it,
crazy.
everyone knows who you're talking about.
Yeah.
It is pretty good. It's not. Again, it's not really long because he's not.
Maybe
he's not
said.
really fighting Kizaru. Like that fight, when Luffy's fighting him, it's mostly like avoidance. Like
That
he's
is
just trying
true.
to. Like there's so much else going on in that scene. The fight is just kind of also happening.
That is true. Also, too, I don't think Kizaru was actually trying to go all out because he's regretful that he has to do it.
He doesn't want to be there.
Yep.
For sure, he doesn't want to be there because the Gorosei are the most evil people to ever evil.
For sure. And I mean, literally in the sense of evil in this case, because they look demon inspired. But G maybe said Luffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, hell
yes, Luffy the Vampire Slayer. But yeah, what he did though when he did that crazy, I forgot what he called it, but when he punched through Kizaru's head basically and rubberized him, that was crazy to see.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's move forward. So Gotcha Yakuda, did you get a chance to play anything or?
So for Ready Set Replay, my other podcast, which by the way is 11 subscribers from 100. So if anyone wants to go over there and get me to 3 digits, I'd love that. It'd be the best Christmas present you can give me. I have started playing for the first time Diablo 2. I've never played any Diablo games before.
Pretty good.
I'm not like generally that type of a gamer.
Yeah. It's one of the best ones in the series right there. So
Probably
that's what
the
I'm told.
best
Yeah,
one in the series. I
we're
like Diablo 3
playing
more, but it's good.
Yeah, we're playing the like resurrected version or whatever because that's just the one that's easier to get your hands on at this point.
yeah.
I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I'm only like just now getting to the end of like Act 1 or Chapter 1 or whatever it is. Really my only complaint with it is the inventory. Like having to just like constantly go back and sell stuff. Like you pick up like 4 things and your inventory is full. Like that sucks. Everything else though is really cool.
It's a lot of management. It's like playing a Resident Evil game back in the day.
Yeah.
You got to shuffle all the stuff around.
There's definitely been parts where I'll be going through a dungeon and I'm just like, I'm just not gonna pick up anything. Like I don't need it. Like I'm just killing things now.
You can, like the way they have it, they know that it's set that way, so they have it where you can teleport yourself back, to the base, so.
But even then, because you can get there's like a tome of teleport to home, whatever the scroll is called. There's a scroll and then there's a tome that's like worth 10 of them. And even then, it's still like, why am I having to go back
It's
every fight?
It's a little tedious. It is.
Yeah.
It's a little tedious. And it's also one of those games you're constantly trying to improve yourself. So like you're doing these dungeons, you're going to level up.
For sure.
You want to, let me change this. Let me change that. Let me put this skill point here. So it's one of those types of things.
Yeah. I'm playing Druid, which I think is one of the new classes for the expansion that came out at one point. Sky's playing Paladin, which is what I was going to play, but he picked it first.
Shout out to Skylar. That's what I always go with. Paladin.
I was going to pick Paladin,
Rogue.
but I was like,
I go with Rogue or Paladin. That's one of my top two.
I was like, I should probably pick something different. But Druid's pretty cool. Like I'm still really early in the game, but I'm walking around with 3 wolves and a spirit and a crow. I'm just building an army out here of just summoned creatures.
Nice.
Which I don't know how that's going to work later in the game. I feel like at some point I'm going to end up with 32 animals and I'm just going to be Noah's Arking it through this whole thing. But we'll see.
Yeah. Biff says Necro or nothing, he says.
Yeah, I thought about Necro too.
Paladin.
but I thought thematically the necromancer would be like kind of weird.
Yeah.
To be like, I gotta fight the forces of the undead with the forces of the undead.
Hey,
I don't
fight
know.
fire with
I'm sure
fire,
it's fun.
right? There you go.
I guess so. Yeah, for sure.
But that's dope, though, man. I'm glad you're finally getting a chance to play it. You need to try out 4 as well when you get a chance.
Oh, I'll get around to it 100%. Yeah, for sure.
By that point, we'll be at 5 at that point.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah. But Crusader, my good brother, what have you been up to? I know a bit of it, but what have you been watching, playing, etc.?
So my life has been a little bit of chaos the last little bit because people were supposed to come to fix a valve on our oil tank for our furnace, and it turns out that the oil tank that is original to this house, so it's over like 70 years old, rusted through.
Man.
So we had to have that replaced. So I've been moving all kinds of things around. Like I was working right up until this podcast started today, and for those who don't know, it is 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the evening, and I start my work day at 7:30 in the morning. So it's been a very long day because my company's being really gracious about it and letting me like do a bunch of off-hour stuff, so I don't have to use PTO, which is really nice.
That's dope.
I have started Outer Worlds 2. I'm like an hour in. I'll be playing that more soon. I have still been playing a ton of Greg Tech New Horizons with my friends. Like we have not been able to stop. We're just having too much fun playing. It is. We're almost to the point that is the furthest point that I have ever made it in this pack before. We're probably about 55% of the way through it.
Oh wow.
To the end game goal.
Well, yeah.
That's how extensive it is.
Yeah, sounds like it. And
but
you all have been on it for weeks now.
We have been on it for almost 2.5 months, I believe.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah. And
8 weeks.
But I am planning. It took 6 days, but I finally got my free copy of Red Dead Redemption on Xbox for having the 360 copy.
Oh, you know what? I need to check into that actually.
Yeah, they finally handed like. They're doing it in droves. I think they have to manually approve basically each, like, most users. I think so. It's the first time they've ever accredited an Xbox 360 game to getting an Xbox Series X copy. So it's not like smart delivery or anything. Like, I have a feeling that like the database in the back end is so screwed up with how they track some of the licenses for the Xbox 360 stuff, because like it tends to break all the time. So like I have a feeling that like they're having a hard time auto pushing it to everyone. So it took me 6 days, but I finally got my copy, and I will be playing that. I really loved the first Red Dead Redemption.
I do too, but part 2 I think is better. But I do love it. How did you go about claiming it though? Like
if you go to the store page for the bundle it's normally $50. It's on sale for like $25 right now. It'll actually say get for free instead of buy or whatever. Instead of buy.
Yeah.
So like it'll say get for free there.
Okay.
If you contact Xbox support, I know Rockstar said give us 5 more days as of yesterday. And they did commit that like you should not buy it. It will work out. You'll get your copy somehow.
Okay.
But
that's cool.
I mean, I probably would like the first one more, but like I really need it to be enhanced for the console, because like I can't take the uncanny valley of realism that they're putting me through and 30 FPS at the same time, and I'm not rebuying it on something else.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not rebuying it on PC. I like, unless I can get it for like $5, I'm not rebuying it.
I'm tempted to buy part 2 again. It made there's so many sales that pop up for it for like $15, which is well worth it. But yeah,
I will be playing I will be replaying the first one. I haven't played it probably since the year after it came out.
It's been a while for me as well.
It's been a long time since I played it.
It's been a while.
But what have I? Wait, are we singing? What was that? Is that Creed? Wait.
That's what's it? Stained, right?
Stained.
Stained.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And everything I can remember. Take it away.
But speaking of singing things,
yeah.
The other thing that I have been doing that I was talking about before was I've been watching the 2nd season of Has Been Hotel on Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah, you've been loving that show, man.
And I loved the 2nd season more than the 1st season.
Oh
It's
wow.
definitely as good as the first season. So some people like it more, some people like it less. If you know Patrick Stump from Fallout Boy,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
he
What?
voices Abel, like the son of Adam in it.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
Now you have to note it is very loosely based on Christian mythos. Like characters appear, but like it's not the same. It's not like Christianity's not in it like at all. God is an absent character. Um, it's a raunchy adult musical cartoon.
Wait, you said Alex Stump? You mean Patrick Stump?
Patrick Stump. What did I say?
Yeah. I think you said Alex Stump.
I was probably conflating Alex Brightman and Patrick Stump. So there's a ton of actual like high-end Broadway talent in the
Yeah.
show. So if you know who Alex Brightman is, he in the revival of Beetlejuice that they recently did on Broadway that brought Beetlejuice back into like the limelight after so many years.
Yeah.
He was Beetlejuice in it. He plays multiple characters in the show
Nice.
and sings. Stephanie Beatrice from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She was also the main character in Encanto.
Yep.
She's been in a lot of things. She is the like secondary protagonist in it.
Oh, nice.
Keith David
Oh,
is
the
a character
legend.
in it. He has multiple songs in. He has one like solo song in each season.
He's a
And
legend.
he
man.
has multiple. He sings in multiple songs in each season.
Yeah.
But there's a ton of just really high class talent. The person who voices Invader Zim, he was Billy in Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. He's Raz in Psychonauts,
Oh yeah, that
the
dude
main
is
character
talented.
Psychonauts.
I
He
love.
is
For
the
one, I
he
love
is
his
the
voice.
director for the show.
Is he okay? And what?
Yes.
Who better? Because the dude is talented. He's really good at
Yes.
voices.
He is the voice director for the show.
Yeah.
It is
That's dope.
It is very, very good. And if you like the subgenre of shows that like questions like the predefined conception of what the afterlife is, shows like Lucifer or The Good Place.
Yeah.
If you like those shows, you'll probably like this show even without like knowing that it's a musical. If you like musicals and you want like Disney level or better like animated musical show, as long as you're okay with the like R-ratedness of the like dialogue between the swearing, the drugs, sex, stuff like that.
I was gonna say even Coco, because Coco was dealing with the
Yeah.
afterlife.
But like yeah, so like if you like those, you'll probably like this show.
Yeah.
I really, really like it. The music is like if I wasn't in this podcast right now, I'd be listening to the soundtrack while I was playing games.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
so good.
You loved it. That's good, man.
I truly did, and
Yeah.
it's renewed for 2 more seasons on Amazon, and it's probably going to
Nice.
get a 5th because they have plans for 5. Like the story is supposed to take place over 5 seasons.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
So, but it's okay. So I want to move to Crusader. I mean, excuse me, I always say Crusader. Soil Tech, my good brother. I'm so used to just having us three, but Soil Tech. What have you been up to, brother? What have you been? Because we haven't actually had a chance to talk lately. Actually,
No,
You've been
actually,
working.
you haven't. Well, most people don't know. You and I like interact, engage for every day, like for
Pretty
a couple
much.
hours, probably, just because
Yeah.
And so I miss you, man.
Yeah,
I've been
man,
busy. Just
yeah.
the work's been pulling me in, but I jump into the Discord whenever I can. But say that to say, I have been playing Outer Worlds 2.
Nice.
I need to stop playing it because I'm gonna keep on playing it now. But I finished the first island. I think you've played it before, Umbra.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
I'm on the second part of it. I'm really, really liking it. I switched over to the 5090 to play that second part, and it's like heads and tails better than the Xbox implementation.
Yeah.
Of course, we knew that was gonna happen, but gosh, this game, it's good. It's good. It's not like amazeballs, but you know what? It might as well be. It's taking up all of my time. It's making me think about it, and I come back to it, and I keep on wanting to play it. And I know I need to play Jet Stranding 2. I need to play Ghost of Yote just so I can like make sure I've hit
Yeah.
all of these things before, and I just was not able to. And this game is not even that game that is even going to be on that category,
True.
right? But it still got me playing it.
Yeah.
So the
Listen,
voice acting is really good. The
voice
models, or
acting
you know,
is pretty solid. Yeah.
the NPCs, they just, you know, the convincing. Um, and and here's like the difference. When playing on the Xbox, I thought it was really really good. On the 5090, like I can see the wrinkles on those people's faces that I didn't see before.
Yeah. I think the faces they have in there are sometimes better than Starfield's faces.
Oh,
Sometimes.
Starfield is a really bad implementation of how they did phases, man. I think that was one of the worst things about Starfield. That and the loading screens.
Yeah, the loading screens
Ugh.
were atrocious. But that's the thing. That's why I say I wish that Bethesda would be more cinematic in their approach, because you can kind of avoid that. But if you zoom directly into that person's face, you're going to see all the imperfections. That's the only thing I dislike about how they approach. And, also, too, I want to see actual set pieces and things happening that show me all this grandiose stuff happening in the world. I don't want to just be told, oh, yeah, you killed off half that population. Okay, could I have seen that? That would have been nice. But,
Right.
yeah. But anyway, that
Um,
said, I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. I enjoyed
I'm
Outer
really
Worlds,
liking
too.
it.
Yeah. I got those 2 achievements
Um,
that won't pop because of whatever
yeah, no,
glitch
I
they
gotta
did.
ask you about this so I can come back and do them, because I'm pretty much like did all of the side quests and every like little quest on the uh first island. So I'm now I need to get that Big Bang. That's what we were talking about, right?
Yeah, the Big Bang, and there's one other one I think. Oh yeah, the taking the or over crashing out with the medicine that you take to heal yourself. Shout out to Abdel. Thanks, brother. I know it's late for you. Appreciate you for coming out.
So
Um,
what I'm watching, I'm trying to watch. I don't watch very much because again, you know, my time is limited. So I try to do it just playing video games. Pluribus. I have watched the first episode twice now because when I do
nice.
watch TV, I can spend time with my wife doing it.
Yeah.
And we forgot it. She forgot it the first time. I remember very distinctly.
Hmm.
So we watched it again, the first episode just a couple of nights ago. I I know I'm in for something
Yeah.
because it's coming, but we came to the end of the first episode, so
Okay. Did you
I
guys enjoy it, or like you feeling like okay, I'm gonna watch more or whatever? What?
I want to watch more.
Okay.
I already see. I kind of see it coming, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything
Sorry if
for
you hear
you.
my kid in the background.
I hear her. It's all right. That's okay.
I apologize, everybody.
No, you're good. Look, let's. We were already told to wrap it up. Let's move to to some news roundup and such. Did we grab any news roundup for tonight? If you all want to speak on a few things before we move
I've
to
got
this.
some stuff. We
Okay.
we definitely got to talk about the one other big one,
Yeah.
and then we can fill with whatever other time.
I'm going to guess the Warner
before you
Brothers
talk about
one,
it.
right?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna be talking about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Oh, before we do, I want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you all for being here. I see a few. I'll name you off really quickly. Zach Riley, what's up, brother? Spider's always here with us. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Biff, Pyro, what's up? Long time no see, brother. Well, I see you on Twitter. Never mind. But I haven't seen you on the show in a while. I know it's late for you too. So thank you for coming here. G Maybe, what's up, brother? Stanley Francois, thanks for being here, brother. Appreciate you all. And who else did I see? I saw, oh yeah, my brother BT Maverick and Nerds. Nerds, what's up, brother? MJ Dark says, Soiltech don't let them slander Nintendo.
Got you, buddy.
We're still gonna. No, but yeah, thank you all. And Abdel, of course. I know it's late for you too. Thanks, brother, for coming through and holding us down, and I appreciate the love. But yeah, we'll be starting with Danny. Let's go to the news roundup.
Yeah. Okay. So the big one this week, I guess, started last week, but is only going to continue to evolve and change and be an absolute shit show. Netflix has won the bidding war to buy Warner Brothers Discovery for $82.7 billion. I'm pretty sure it was.
Woo.
Which
It's
is
technically more than that because of like
Yes.
they own stock in the new company as well.
Yeah, they would give
Yeah.
what,
Like
15%.
that's how much Netflix is paying.
They're
So,
going to
like,
give
it's
what,
technically
15%
worth-
stock, I think they said, right? No,
Yeah.
15% of Netflix's
So-
stock, I guess.
Well, no,
Either
no,
way-
they're also gonna keep some of Discovery, like because I believe Discovery is still gonna be spun out, and
Probably.
so like they'll own stock in that company too.
Either way, that's an insane number. It's in the ballpark of like 20 billion rather, more than Activision Blizzard cost, because I think that was somewhere in the 60s. An absolutely insane deal. Only made more insane by the fact that poor little piss baby losers Paramount. It's really honestly not even Paramount. It's actually Skydance, because they're the problem child in all this. Is the Ellis family's Skydance Nepo fund. They are now, because they were rejected 3 different times in their attempted bids for Warner Brothers. They are now, after collecting extra money from the Kushners and Saudi Arabia and China, they are now trying to aggressively buy out all of the stock in Warner Brothers in order to buy it out from underneath the Netflix. So,
Yeah.
which is like, by the way, technically illegal.
Isn't that kind of crazy, by the way? But it's so many things I had. We talked about this crazy yesterday on Discord. We went to a crazy discussion. Shout out to Everborn. But one of my things is, I feel fearful of this because there's so many problems with this administration tied to this. Jared Kushner is one of the partners with Affinity Partners, if I'm not mistaken, who was tied to this. And then I just saw the news earlier where Trump was saying that any sale of Warner Brothers would have to include CNN. So you can see where this is going.
That's why. Yeah, that's why the Kushners and Saudi Arabia want to own it. Is they're trying to. Saudi Arabia is also trying to diversify their soft power by buying up all of that. But really, they also want to own a prominent American news station. So it's a real problem. It's a huge problem. Netflix buying them is already really bad. Like that's already going to be an issue for monopolistic reasons, for layoff reasons, for what does this mean for the content. There's not a good solution to it. Unfortunately, probably of all the people who are trying to buy it, the one who probably would have sucked the least would be like Comcast, because they're just a company that probably would have let them. It's fucking insane, because they would have probably just been like, all right, do your thing, but now your money goes to us. And whereas all these other ones are going to absolutely shit the bed. But yeah,
I can't
Netflix,
believe I'm rooting for Netflix.
Which I am as well now, because
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I don't want Netflix to own Warner Brothers, but I cannot stomach the idea of Skydance specifically owning it. And it's gonna, because so for people who don't know, this is gonna be maybe a slightly political conversation. I apologize. It's not my fault. It's the people involved.
It's inherently political, unfortunately. So
the Ellis family are like basically borderline Nazis. Like, they are the worst kind of people. They are all of the most terrible things you can assume, and frankly look like they've been inbreeding for the last 200 years. They've got that look to them. They are right up in there suckling Donald Trump's penis, which is why he's now involved in this conversation as well, because he's saying that he's not wanting Netflix to buy them, even though he was also the other day saying that he was mad at Paramount because Paramount put out a Marjorie Taylor Greene interview that he didn't like or some shit. But the best case scenario, that probably won't happen, but the best case scenario is that this thing is going to get litigated to hell, right? Because even if he tries to rubber stamp it for Paramount, which he can't do because that's not how an aggressive buyout or whatever it's called works. Like, they have to go through all the shareholders and buy it that way. It wouldn't matter because America's not the only country that chooses this. Like, remember the Activision Blizzard thing? It wasn't the FTC really that was holding it up. It was the UK. Like, there's all of these other regulatory bodies all the way across the world that have to agree to allow this to happen.
Right. And
realistically, I can't imagine them doing that for Paramount or Netflix.
Yeah, it's problematic for either one.
Not that it won't happen, because it could very easily go through, but it's, what I mean is, it's going to take a long time. Like, if you thought the Activision Blizzard one took a while, This one's going to take significantly longer, especially because in that instance, there was only one buyer. So we didn't have to, like, the only people fighting against the Activision deal was Sony, but like kind of half-heartedly, and then what a group of gamers who were getting pissy.
Right. And got
The people
dismissed.
fighting against this are
Major
multiple
corporations.
governments.
Yeah. Governments,
and-
major
and-
corporations, and all. Yep.
Yeah.
Netflix is gonna have like say their deal gets tanked because of what they view as politicization from the U.S. government. They're gonna sue, and they'll
Absolutely.
sue. They'll sue both Paramount, and they'll sue the U.S. government for interfering.
Right. Well, and even
This is going to be the craziest story for the next like 2 years.
it's going to be an absolute shit show. The best case scenario is that neither of them are allowed to buy them, which is actually possible. And if it does happen, Netflix still has to pay Warner Brothers $5 billion.
Yep.
Yeah, for the
Netflix
cancel.
would
Was
have to
it?
pay a $5 billion breakup fee.
Basically
Breakup
for
fee,
wasting
that's
their
it.
time.
Yeah.
If whatchamacallit buys them out, if Paramount, if they accept Paramount's offer, Discover or HBO, what was it, Warner Brothers Discovery?
Yeah.
They owe Netflix $2 billion.
I thought it was
canceling
3
the deal on
for
their
it.
side.
Just 2.
Yeah, maybe it's
okay.
3. It's either it's like 2. It's somewhere between 2 and 3. It might be like
Yeah.
2.6.
Well, but one of the worst parts. So because of the way Paramount is collecting because they're offering upwards of it's 103 billion or something like that.
I think
in total,
108
but
8 billion, should I say? Yeah.
Right, but the overwhelming majority of that money, like I think it was like 40-50 billion of that is coming from these investment funds. It's coming from the Kushnahs. It's coming from Saudi Arabia.
A lot of it's coming from loans and stuff. Too.
Matter of fact, I'll detail
yeah.
it a little bit just to throw it out there before you go on. This 108.4 billion all cash offer.
Yeah,
and that not only includes obviously the Ellison family with David and Larry Ellison, but
that's the Skydance pose.
And then you got equity backstop, so 40 billion from different committees. So Redbird Capital, Affinity, which is Jared Kushner partners, Saudi Arabia's PIF, and Qatar, the QIA, Qatar Investment Authority, as well as different banks. So Bank of America, Citigroup, Apollo Global Management. It's problematic.
Those are just loans. That's not them like politically getting involved in it. They're just loaning money to it. But the thing is, right? What that means is they don't have the money. And even if that deal does go through, Skydance Paramount will not own the majority of the company. The majority of the company will be owned by Saudi Arabia and the Kushners. So it's
which fits
all
right
they're
back
doing
in.
is becoming they're doing is becoming like a puppet for all of these other, in some cases, foreign governments to take over one of the most historied and important Hollywood developers of all time.
Matter of fact, isn't Warner Brothers literally the first Hollywood studio?
They might be. I don't know.
MGM.
I wouldn't be surprised.
MGM? Okay.
MGM would make sense. But it's like, and I'm like particularly invested in this because Warner Brothers happens to own like basically everything I like. They own the DC. They own DC Comics. They own Lord of the Rings to some extent. That's a shaky ground to stand on.
Weird.
There's a lot of
Warner
people
Brothers
who
is the
who
8th oldest.
Have the oldest.
Paramount's actually older.
They own.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
But they also own like all of Cartoon Network and like all of the HBO content and Harry Potter and like so all of this stuff. And I cannot accept like the idea of Saudi Arabia and the fucking Kushners owning that shit. Yeah. Like I will go postal. I swear on God. I will lose my mind.
It's worrisome for a bunch of reasons, and a lot of them to me are political because there's already this draconian thing going on where there is a lot of freedom of speech violations. We already have the violations of due process. We already have the violation, or at least not the violation, but the advent of more of this almost state propaganda going on in media and social media. And getting a hold of this is literally not even being funny here. And I'm not trying to get political. It's just a matter of a fact that it is. This is part of the whole playbook for Project 2025, which is to have this more control of media focus. So when you have all of that and you have the Ellisons who are tied to Oracle, who that goes into play. You already have Peter Thiel and Palantir tied to the administration. There's so many weird things tied to this. I do not want them to get this. I'll just be flat out and playing with it. It's very worrisome. But I think, unfortunately, the Empire is going to strike back here. That's the bad part, because this is the Empire Strikes Back era we're going through, in my opinion. That's the best way I can put it. Like, the bad guys want to continue winning here.
But the thing is, so, okay, and again, sorry for the politics talk, but this is, even if it goes the way that Trump and the dickheads want it to go, it's going to take at least 2 full years before this can go through. Like, even before the Paramount aspect of this came back into it, they were saying it wasn't going to be closed until like the beginning of 2027.
Right.
This is going to stretch that out way more.
They have to well, at least in the Netflix version of it, they have to split. They can't even begin the process of closing until HBO, or what is it, Warner Brothers, actually splits from Discovery again.
Right. But by the time this deal goes through, however way it's going to go through, Trump will not have power anymore. Like, the midterms next year are already projected to swap, like, I think they're saying like 40 seats. Like, he will not have the House, he will not have the Senate, and he's probably going to lose the House even before then, because right now, following MTG, and there was like one other guy.
Some people leaving, right? Yeah,
there's like 20 people who are about to retire early because they can no longer stomach being associated with the current Republican Party.
I also think it's a bit of a strategic play, obviously. In my
for sure, yeah, some of those people are full of shit.
Yeah, all of them are full of it, and they're just doing this for their own. Yeah, that's exactly what it is for her. And like, oh, we got to stand against it for the Epstein file. You don't care about those victims, lady.
She's awful too.
She is, and she's trash.
But if her being awful leads to a bunch of Republicans stepping down, and then
I'm all for that part,
so that they can slow it down and like take some steps back and like maybe have it so that some terrible things don't happen. I'm all for it. Godspeed, MTG. Have fun with your bullshit.
I agree there, 100%.
So the Republican Party right now is heading down the shitter, and even if that's not the case, I'm not convinced the fucker's gonna live till 2027. I'm like pretty convinced he's hiding a stroke. There's people who think he's got dementia. There's some like thoughts that he's got like a pacemaker put in that he's like trying to hide. Like, the man is like 84 or some shit, and he's eating McDonald's on Air Force One and not working out.
You would think he's older than that, but he's actually 79, about to be 80, I think.
Either way, he's a corpse. Like, he is a walking corpse.
Not in the same way that a poor fucking Jimmy Carter was for those couple of years, but like,
well, he wasn't walking.
Yeah, you're right. He was not walking. But yeah, but I can't believe that, like, in any other era of this country, a president talking the way they are about a merger and acquisition between two independent companies would not be stood for. No one on either party would stand for it. Like, this is nonsense. I can't believe that, like, this is where we are with this, like, with this. It's unbelievable, and I can live with Netflix. I mean, they're gonna ruin the in-person film industry, but I can live with that. I won't be happy.
Yep.
But like,
well, because I could also see, if the Netflix one goes through, I could also see judges like forcing them to keep stuff in theaters, which they're already saying is one of the things that they're willing to bend on Netflix. That
actually makes sense.
So, like,
yeah, I
could
see that.
see them actually just full 360 and being like, okay, we're going to use HBO, and like HBO is going to manage the movie side, and they're going to go to theaters first and then come to the streaming services. And we're going to manage the television side, and the television stuff is going to go straight to
makes sense.
Because that's the best of both worlds.
That does make sense. I also said they would have their own sectioned off HBO section inside of Netflix.
Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of problems with Netflix being allowed to buy them. It's the number one streaming service buying the number 3 or 4 streaming service. Like, that's insane. People talked about
monopoly, right?
Xbox buying Activision being a problem, and it might have been a little bit, but
this is another level.
This would literally be the same as like Xbox buying Nintendo. Like you're buying the smaller company, right?
Yeah.
Like because essentially they're both platforms, because they're both, you know, the people who are publishing and creating these games. So it's like, or the movies, whatever, you know what I mean?
Now, at this point, at least there are several other streaming platforms that exist. But like, man, you know, any more consolidation, and it's really bad.
Right. Well, and it sucks because Netflix has had such a dog shit time of like consistently making good content. Like I genuinely think part of their reasoning for doing this right now is because Stranger Things is about to end, and their shareholders probably saying, "So what's next?" And they want to go.
They don't really have an answer. Yeah.
They want to say Superman's next.
And think about that though. Like think about the and like you said, so much of WB is so great. They have literally a megaton of IP here to use on Netflix now if they goes through for them. DC being just one arm of it. And but let me say this too. One thing I didn't like, and what worries me, and it always seems like the little man, right? The little man always gets the suffer, right? And in this case, the little man in this case, or the middleman, if you will, whatever way you want to look at it, is the games division. So Netflix commented on it and said that they didn't assign any value to Warner Brothers Games division, and said that we think there's definitely an opportunity there, but just to be clear, we haven't built that into our deal model. That worries me because I see mass layoffs. Yeah, that's the problem. I feel like they might sell them off, or
they might lay them off.
Yeah,
they might sell them off. If they sell them off, that's probably the better option. But then you get run into the problem of like, okay, well, if you sell NetherRealm but you don't sell Mortal Kombat with them, does Ed Boon like become a axe murderer? like what happens there? Right?
I feel like that'll be sacrosanct to like this. That's not sacrosanct. I feel like that'll be like sacrilegious is the word I want to use, to separate them from Netherworld, aka Midway in this case. To like, that'll be crazy to do that with Mortal Kombat.
Right. And then it's like, okay, so then what are you like realistically, what are you paying for WB Montreal in a world where they're not making a Batman game?
Right.
Like not much. If I'm a big publisher, I don't know, like I might buy Rocksteady, but I don't see myself buying WB Montreal. So like at that point, I don't know. I think those ones do just get shut down. NetherRealm, they got value because they can make a fighting game out of probably anything.
True.
But you're going to separate Ed Boon from Mortal Kombat? That's insane. There's no way.
My counterpoint to this, and like something that Netflix has probably realized very quickly upon owning them, is like, hey, we haven't, like, because they tried to create their own gaming infrastructure and they failed, kind of miserably. They'll have in acquiring this, they'll have their own structure kind of already existing for a video game infrastructure that they could then be like, okay, you guys tell us what we need to do to make this successful, and we'll, you know, we'll build off of you, because they already have a foundation built. You know what I mean? So like, that's why I thought it was kind of nuts that he said that like they didn't even factor those studios into into the deal. Like that is insane to me.
It is insane.
Even in a world where they shut down or spin off all of the game studios, I do see Netflix being like way more willing to play ball, like licensing out shit to other people to make.
100%. Yeah, 100%. That's the one good thing about it that I can see with them, is that if they get this, they would license it out likely. Rocksteady is definitely one of the studios I'm looking at, like, please don't let Rocksteady get closed down. You know, I need the redemption arc for them after the last game, and you know, I just don't want them to go to the wayside. Too great of a studio to fall off like that, in my opinion. Also, too, I mean, you got Monolith. You also have, like you said, WB
Monolith's
Montreal.
Dead. They were closed this year.
Oh, that's right. They did.
Monolith died this year.
Damn, they did, didn't they? I forgot. Man, it's been so many closures. I forgot. Damn, that's right. They were making a Wonder Woman. That's right. Surely forgot. We've lost so many great studios, man.
And it's so rough because it's like, I don't want Netflix to, like, the Warner Brothers is more than capable of existing on their own. Like, they just spun off from this other failing company and saddled them with all of their debt. They're doing significantly better. They put out like most of the huge money making movies this year. They put out Minecraft and Sinners and Superman. Like, they're crushing it.
They were.
Peacemaker's one of the most watched shows of the year.
Great season.
They're doing
too.
really well. They don't need to do this, but it's because that fucker Zaslav wants to retire, and for some reason, old white dudes in these industries, they don't want to look for a successor. They want to look for a buyer. Like they refuse to hand it off to somebody else unless that person's giving them billions of dollars.
Wants that golden parachute. You know what it is.
Not that, and he's already a billionaire. He doesn't. He's gonna be dead before he spends 1% of the money he already has.
That's the part about like the greed here in America, just from capitalism reaching this, like basically reaching this ultimate state here now. It's out of hand. It's like you all a soup. You're never gonna spend all of this money. Like help the world now.
Yeah. Well, because I was already like terrified when Skydance bought Paramount, because Paramount owns one and a half things that I care about. They own Survivor. Well, they don't own Survivor, but they air Survivor, and they own Star Trek. They don't actually own Survivor, because Survivor is owned by a company over in the UK where it was originally started, but CBS publishes it, so they have some kind of rights to it. It's a mess. I don't know, but like, so they don't have 100% control of it, and that's what I'm telling myself so I can sleep at night. But like, so they already have more than they should. Like when I'm president, and hey, vote for me. Like I would probably be like, we already need to spin this off because those people are actual criminals.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm just so sick of these fat ugly bastards just buying like the guy in every disgusting hentai rolling in.
That's where my mind went to when you said it.
To every industry that I care about, and buying it up and being like, we gotta make Batman good again. He got too woke. It's like, hey, could you speak up? Because you sound like you've been fucking your own mother for the last 100 years. Like it sounds like your heart has an extra valve and you've got 6 extra chromosomes because your family keeps marrying inside itself.
You saying the man is a mutant.
Even fathom the idea of sleeping with somebody who didn't have the same blood as you.
You like, are you related to me? No, of course not. Get away from me then.
I'm so tired of it. It's actually insane.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. Shout out to Gray Monad. What's up, brother? Yeah. So, you know, the interesting thing we had here from he said, damn, how old is their mom?
Is she old?
She old as hell. But one of the interesting things too I found out is that Netflix, like you said, I do believe you on that. Like they're like, what do we do now? Because apparently they were shopping around to buy. They considered buying EA, and who else? It was somebody else as well.
EA, Disney.
And, that's what it was.
There was one other.
Yeah, it was 3 different ones. The EA, Disney, and somebody else. But Disney alone, like that's insane to hear because Disney is crazy big, but
people,
I know Netflix is valued at $400 billion, but I'm like, sheesh.
Netflix can't buy Disney. There's no shot in hell.
So they're worth no. Like if they can't get HBO, they can't get Disney.
Not an absolute shot.
But like people are like, how is Netflix able to like buy something like Disney? Like, wouldn't it be the other way around? And I'm like, no, they're worth double what Disney is worth.
Yeah, believe it or
like,
not.
Like that's how powerful their streaming, how powerful that streaming service is.
Yeah, sounds crazy.
And merchandising,
which I don't understand.
It sounds
because
insane.
They don't have any fucking good content. Like in the like genuinely off top of your head, don't Google it. Name 5 Netflix shows worth watching. Stranger Things, I'll give you one. What else?
That's original from Netflix, or
that's an original Netflix show.
What's that? Personally, and I'm gonna get roasted for this, I liked 7 Deadly Sins.
That's not original. They just.
I was
going to
say,
right.
listen, Zach said what I said.
So they brought it to the West. That's why they call it a Netflix original.
Which show? Which show is it?
7 Deadly Sins is an anime.
Oh, okay. No, I don't. I hate that anime. But Zach mentioned Cobra Kai. I was going to mention that, but that's not original either.
That's also not theirs. They bought that off YouTube Red.
They bought that off YouTube. So
no,
I guess can we credit? It's not original, but can we credit it because they own it now? I don't know. But Cobra Kai was the one I came to. That's the one I thought of.
It's like Stranger Things, Squid Games, K-pop Demon Hunter. Those are the 3 things that you can say. And Squid Games, they didn't even come up with. They just had some guy.
That's true.
They were
That's
like,
not theirs either.
Hey, do you have a show for us? And he said yes. And it ended up they didn't think it was going to be successful. It was. He didn't have an idea for season 2, which you can tell if you watched it. And
I haven't.
And they're like, I guess we'll make a franchise out of it. Shit.
Wait,
there was a bunch of their animated stuff I liked, but almost all that animated stuff is licensed. So like Castlevania.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
and like
Castlevania was
the
excellent,
One Piece live action is like pretty good.
Yeah, that's
but
pretty
that's
good,
not.
too.
You're not making money on that.
Yeah. If we're talking about
Resident Evil was
specifically like original from them, I can't think of anything aside from Stranger Things. You know what they used to have? I would give them the Marvel shows, even though it's licensed, but I would have given them that.
God, Daredevil was so
man,
good.
so damn good. And then at the
I looked- okay,
time, what's her name? Show was good too with Purple Man. What's her name?
I just look.
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. That was good.
I just looked up what are the most popular Netflix movies by views. Number 1, K-pop Demon Hunter. No surprise there. Number 2, have y'all even heard of it? Red Notice.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I did hear Red Notice.
That movie's
it's a comedy
dog
Christmas
shit.
movie.
It's
bad.
so
Yeah.
bad. No, you're thinking of Red 1. That's a different one. You're thinking the one with the panda. This is a different movie with The Rock that's bad.
I saw it. It was the typical what you would think. Oh yeah, Arcane is that? But it's licensed though. To be fair,
It's licensed.
That's
I'll give
League
it
of
to
Legends.
you. I'll give it to you. But like, compare that to your other shows. How many great shows can you name from HBO? How many great shows can you name from
lot.
Apple? How many? I can name 3 great shows from Paramount. They don't even
HBO
make
is
shit.
HBO is like the pinnacle
as
of
late
those.
has been missing.
Lately,
They're not like they're
less
fine.
so than it used to be. HBO used to be like the pinnacle of
I
places
will
to
say
go for the shows
Amazon's
like
kicking ass recently.
that.
At least
Amazon has
their
been great.
animated stuff.
Yeah, Amazon and I would say even Apple, like you mentioned earlier, I think have actually been doing some good output of great content.
Like genuinely, what like when Stranger Things is done, I'm gonna unsubscribe from Netflix, and I don't know what I'm gonna ever subscribe to them again for. I resubscribed for Stranger Things. They've gotten like $10 out of me.
Their big thing that has kind of even though they don't have like that kind of stuff that kind of kept them in like the limelight was they used to have the largest library of like just stuff, right? Like everything was there. The Office, Friends, like
Right.
you know. And some of the reason why they are still so popular is because of that headspace, even though it's not true anymore. Most of that stuff is elsewhere now. They kind of have the they were good for so long that people haven't quite realized that they're not good right now. And HBO is buying HBO and kind of merging, even if they don't completely merge them, and they do like the Hulu Disney Plus, where like if you like you access Hulu through Disney Plus. If they they go in that direction with HBO, like they'll solve that problem before people realize that it was a problem. But like
It's they're PlayStation. They're the exact same thing as PlayStation. People are like, "Oh my god, they're the best in the game." What the fuck did they put out in the last 3 years? They put out Ghost of Yote. What did they put out the 3 years before that?
You're saying they're
we got a new season of Stranger Things. What else do you
their
got?
reputation
Nothing.
precedes them, I guess you could say.
Why am I giving
but
you
you
money?
know, with K-pop, bro, like I had gotten off of Netflix successfully for 10 years.
Damn.
And I have a 3.5-year-old, and literally the only reason I'm paying $28 a month is so that she can watch K-pop whenever she wants. It's got, and I don't engage like that. I'm more into YouTube, right?
So it's like
And
I will burn you a DVD of it right now. I swear
I couldn't buy this.
No, they don't. Netflix
You
doesn't
can't
make
buy it.
physical releases of their shit.
But
you
no,
can
not
make
only that.
digital or
You
physical
can't buy a
releases
copy
their
of this on Apple TV or anywhere else.
No,
Like,
well,
this
it's
is
all
an exclusive, and it's got my exclusive.
World premiere.
Deadass.
Wait, is
just Deadass just pirate it.
Just
I think
pirate
I'm
it.
done.
Wait a
I
minute.
think I'm
Dude,
done with these
trust,
subscription
but
services.
like my wife has to be able to access it easily for the kid to play,
Truly.
right? And so pirating does not serve. I mean, I agree with you.
Don't give them the $24 one. Get that one with the ads, and then why? Like,
listen, Soil Tech said my baby ain't watching no commercials. We are civilized
Hell
folk.
no, sir.
But
I
listen,
ain't trying
go
to subsidize this.
right.
maybe they'll stop
Charge me
falling in
more,
love with it if
fine.
they gotta watch a Burger King commercial every 15 minutes.
Goku Post
They'll be like, this movie ain't what it used to be, but I do want a burger.
right.
For real, I'm kind of hungry right
But
now.
Goku Poe in the chat made a great point. The Ozark, isn't that original?
That is
No.
the Ozark is very good too.
I love
100%.
Ozark.
I don't think
Yeah.
Ozark is a Netflix show. Wasn't that on
Yeah.
Hulu?
That was Netflix.
Was it on
That
Hulu
was
too?
Netflix. Yeah.
Well, I know it's on Netflix. I don't remember it being on Hulu. I can't tell you. I only remember it being on Netflix. I just know it's phenomenal.
It might, yeah, maybe it is. I don't know.
Black Mirror, like BT.
Well, what I'm
and
telling you right
others
now is I'm
said,
looking
that's
at
another one.
most popular Netflix shows by series, and it ain't on there.
Yeah, it was Netflix.
Orange is the New Black was one. Yep, Zach, you're right. Black Mirror.
Yeah, but now we're spreading out.
Yeah.
We're like
slowed
struggling to
down
find
so
10
much.
over the 20 years that they've existed.
I'm
You
only
know what
getting
I mean?
these because the chat is mentioning them. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Oh, House of Cards was good. Go. I used to love it. They fell off, unfortunately, in the last season. But then, of course, Kevin Spacey situation. But yeah. But that was good. Was good though.
Like dead at like I'll tell you one thing. Like I
Umbrella
will not
Academy.
be subscribed to Netflix.
Yeah.
And by January 1st, I will not have Netflix.
You listen. I have Netflix by way of my phone, my T-Mobile, so I don't have to pay for them. But I do get. I have the ad tier, unfortunately. But small price to pay for not paying.
I actually, no joke, have HBO and Netflix bundled with Verizon's, which is kind of hilarious.
Nice.
I have a bundled for cheaper as part of my phone plan.
Is it through your phone plan?
Yeah.
Oh, you just said it. I gotta look into that.
I'm subscribed to like all of the streaming services, but I do it for my mother.
Yeah.
She loves to binge watch shows and stuff like that, and so I give her all of my logins.
So I do that for my mother as well for Peacock, right? Terrible name, by the way, but yeah, Peacock. They have. I get them also for free. Right. I get them for free through my Comcast internet, so I don't also have to pay for that. Both free. That and Netflix for me. And then of course, there's other ways to watch things, which I'll have to put you on eventually, Danny.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
On that Flex server.
Yeah. Also, too, I do have Amazon Prime. I do pay for that.
Like
Amazon Prime is well worth it.
I don't think legally I can tell people that they should pirate stuff, and so I'm not. But what I'm saying is, I'm not going to be paying for this shit in the future.
Yeah.
I just want to disclaim that the views of Danny and everybody else on the show, there is no endorsement of any illegal activities.
Don't
on behalf
do
of
not
the
break the
folks.
law. But I'm not going to be subscribed to Netflix.
We don't practice as we preach, is what he's saying.
Well, I'm not even saying I'm going to pirate it. I'm implying it. I'm not saying it.
Zach was saying T-Mobile gives
just
Hulu.
not going to have it.
It gives Hulu, Netflix, and Apple TV. Well, Zach, I got to look into that because I didn't know it gave you Apple TV as well as Hulu. I sometimes don't pay attention. What's up, Talos? What's up, brother?
Yeah, shout out to Zach and Talos, by the way.
But yeah,
I will say, if there's no other way to access the goddamn media you want to watch, like no physical way, like there's no subscription you can subscribe to, there's no place that you can rent or buy a copy, man, I'm not gonna tell you no. Like, if you want to be engrossed in the culture that humankind has created and our stupid society is literally not allowing you to, then fuck them. But that's my only. That is my only. That is my own. Like, that's my line, right? Like, if there's no way for you to reasonably be able to watch an old 60s Western movie,
right?
Because they don't bother to put it anywhere.
Yeah, tell me what the streaming service Gunsmoke is on.
I wonder if Gunsmoke is on.
I would actually imagine Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke was pretty popular. That one you probably find on, like, I don't know,
where can
Peacock
I
probably or Hulu, I would
or like Rio Grande.
Yeah.
Let's see, Just Watch.
But you listen,
it's claiming it's on Peacock, but I don't have Peacock, and I'm not gonna check.
The only reason
I'm not about to buy Peacock to find out.
Only reason I figured that because Peacock does a lot of traditional TV like channels on there, from what I saw. So I kind of figured it probably be on there.
I think it's also on Paramount Plus.
Well, I got Paramount for Survivor, which I'm missing right now, by the way, because of how much I love you guys.
Oh man, see, that's love. That's love. But listen, let's move forward, y'all. We've exhausted this one, I believe.
Am I about to watch Gunsmoke? Hold on.
My great auntie.
It's on here. Oh my god,
she used to love that show. You know what I did love back in the day though? The Wild Wild West.
Why is it only season 7 and season 8, and there's only
Ranger
6
fan
episodes of each?
Oh, nice. The Wild Wild West I caught obviously on replay, but I saw them. TNT used to air them all the time. That and what's another show? Columbo. I'm a big Columbo fan.
Anything with
You-
Gene Autry in it, I watched as well.
Yeah.
It's on
But,
Paramount Plus. Gunsmoke.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
He
Yeah, but
Danny
it's
found
only season 7 and 8. What the hell's
What?
that?
That's
Right,
weird.
right.
Where's season 1 through 6? What's
It's like
happening?
Peacock.
I ain't going to Peacock. You're not gonna find me on the cock. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
Oh, Pluto's free.
Pause.
I forgot about Pluto. Bonanza. That's another one. Temper. That's right. I forgot about that. But what else did we have? House
I getting
House
the
of Dynamite
pause today?
actually.
Pluto
Google,
TV got 21 seasons of Gunsmoke,
Sheesh.
and it's free.
21 seasons.
Why would I
Dang.
ever pay Netflix anything? I got 20
Because of the
years
ads,
of Gunsmoke
That
for
is
free.
a lot of seasons. By the way,
Ad supported.
Google
That's
poll.
fine. I'll watch a commercial. I grew up in the 90s.
I had
I know
watched-
what a commercial is.
I had watched
Yeah,
House of
that's true.
Dynamite. I was so mad at the end of that. The movie itself was good into tension and everything, and then you get to the end, it's like okay, it made me so upset the way they ended that movie. But anyway, let's move because we got a few other major news bits that I do want to cover.
I can't. I'm watching Gunsmoke now. I'm too busy.
He's been captured by Gunsmoke. That's a good boy.
The nostalgia got him.
I've never watched Gunsmoke before in my life. It was just the first old show that came to mind for some reason.
We don't believe you. We know you like you some Gunsmoke, boy.
So this might be Supergirl trailer tomorrow. That's true. We could talk about that, but we might just talk about that next week when it happens.
Yeah, next week.
I don't know. Would you count the 45 leaks for the Game Awards as part of the Game Awards conversation? You want to save that for later? Or can we talk about
I'll
that
save
now?
it for later because there's one
'Cause
funny.
there's
one.
a lot.
There's one
I'm telling
funny
you right
one I'll
now.
show.
I don't think there's going to be a single surprise at that bitch. I think we know it all.
I haven't seen any though. I haven't.
I've seen
somehow-
I've seen a lot too, but I
Yeah.
I
Off the
also
top
am
of my
on
head, I
r
got like
slash
15.
Galler all the time.
You know what? We'll share when we get to that, I guess. And but I do
Yeah.
have one funny one I want to post the image for. And when we get to that, you can tell me ones you saw. But there are.
Oh, you talking about the door that looks like it's got a butthole?
No, the one somebody made a fake do not leak list, and it was
Pause.
like some of the
Oh.
most
I love
ridiculous
those.
stuff on it, purposely.
Oh, like
so.
I love that shit.
Yeah, that was
God,
funny.
who was it that used to do that every year for E3? What was that? Mav. It was Mav. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
he
Mav
would take
did
like
do
an
that.
upside down picture of it, like clearly just written on like Microsoft Word with like his reflection on it. And people be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is real." And he'd be like, "Bro."
Right. But I know we had a few other major ones, right? Like we had I guess I'll quickly throw it out there. Just looked at it. I'm planning on getting this, and I love this series, so I figured I would mention it, which is Octopath Traveler 0. Octopath
Right,
Traveler
reviews coming
0
in.
has
Yeah,
an
had pretty good reviews, right?
Yeah, it's got 83 meta, 85 meta, and an 83 open critic, although that may have changed since the
I
last
can check
I
Open
looked.
Critic.
Is,
right
is
now.
that Lost Solo Sites?
Yeah, this is Lost Soul Aside on the screen.
A shout out to Stilo.
Yeah, shout out to Stilo. I saw him in the chat too. What's up, Stilo, brother? Yeah, shout out to Stilo. I played this literally because he kept mentioning it. I'm like, let me give this game a try. Actually, it's
So
not bad.
That looks pretty good,
combat
too.
wise. Yeah, it's visually nice too.
Octopath Traveler 0 is now sitting at an 84 on Open Critic with
Okay.
65 critic reviews.
Nice. What about meta?
So that's
So probably about the same. Probably about an
I don't-
84.
give me a second. Which platform would you like me to tell you from Metacritic? Because that's why I don't use Metacritic because it doesn't conflate all platforms together.
That's yeah. You know what? That's fair enough. I think it's about an 84 or 85. Like, we'll
because
stick
that's
with
across
that.
all platforms.
Yeah, that's good enough for me.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah. So we got that one. There was what was this other one I wanted to mention, which was where is it?
Metroid.
Metro, not Met. Well, I don't know. What did Metroid score? What did it rate? I
It
forgot.
was okay. It was in the 80s.
Yeah. Shout out to MJ. I'm sure he's listening and ready to curse us out if we slander Metroid.
My friend who adores Metroid called it the greatest, like, fucking, what's that shit that Kanye West has?
Johnny West, you say?
No, Kanye West. The,
Autism?
no, bipolar. It was like the most bipolar experience where there was some things that he adored in it and some things he despised in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. From what I've seen, it gives me a lot of Halo 4 vibes. Metroid Prime 4. And,
So,
I
Metroid
heard
Prime
a lot of the
4
343 team was on it. Previous 343 people.
Metroid Prime 4 has an 80 on Metacritic. I'm gonna go with the Metacritic because
Yeah.
I mean it's one platform. It's its Switch.
It's kind of crazy. I would have expected it. We
It
kind
got
of
a
have
single review on the original Switch.
we kind of have a higher expectation, I think, for some Nintendo games. I think they typically score in the 90s, so it's kind of low considered for them. Although 80 is obviously great. I've heard mixed things about it, but for those who I rock with and trust, they've been liking and enjoying it. So.
Well, and you have to keep in mind that people reviewing Nintendo games don't have fully functional cortexes, so they're coming in it at a disadvantage. So for normal people, that's like a 7,
I
6,
see.
5.
So it got graded on the curve. Would you?
Well, I'm
say?
also curious
sure,
because
100%.
this
They
is
always do.
also an FPS, so can the average Nintendo reviewer truly enjoy?
They were trying to use that mouse.
Are they going to
thing.
enjoy it at the same way?
Yeah, they're trying to use the mouse attachment or whatever for the Switch 2, and they're like,
Yeah.
I just don't understand it. I wish it had like a bell on it so I could ring it. And,
So Magnum
some
in the
jangly
chat played
keys
it.
on it to keep me entertained.
Magnum in the chat played. He said he finished. He loved it. He thought it was a great game, great time, brother.
Yeah, I'm sure it's great. I'm just talking shit.
So I know one of the
I did
things
start
saw-
the game.
you
I got
started
like
it?
20 minutes into it.
Nice,
so far.
nice. I saw one thing. Shout out to Hazardor Gaming who shared this. He put that Disney and Lucasfilm was planning a full remake of KOTOR 2. Did you all see that? With
Very
Obsidian's
Yeah.
content included
So-
as well, mind you.
And maybe someday they'll finish the first one too.
So we got more information on that though.
Yeah, what else
From the
about
same
that?
article.
Did it just say?
No, we
it
know
was
the
like we
studio
asked
that's
and he
developing
spit on
it
us.
now. We know the exact studio that's developing it now. It's Mad something within Saber Interactive.
Okay.
It was a studio that was originally like a mobile studio that in like 2000
Good
was
sign.
bought by Embracer and completely refactored within Saber to become a new AAA studio, like within the
Interesting.
Saber family. So like it's really hard to judge what we'll get out of it because it's basically a new team being reduced, like the production side of it, the side of it that's kind of managing it are like veterans of developing AAAs. So it'll be really interesting to see but it's still in development at that. What is still unclear, and for those of you who don't know, I helped break the story back in 2023 about PlayStation delisting the trailer for KOTOR. I'm credited in almost every article written about that because I did an entire investigation on to show exactly where all the places that PlayStation deleted it from, because they scrubbed their social media of almost every reference of it. They removed the only part of it that you can still that remains is from the showcase itself. You watch the entire showcase VOD. That's like the one place PlayStation didn't scrub KOTOR. Was the section in the VOD. They didn't turn that off. And they claimed that they lost it because they don't have the music license anymore. And they have never explained how they lost the music license to a game they're publishing and it was Star Wars music, and it's a Star Wars game.
I'm like, how hard can it be to find Star Wars music? It's like
well, no, how do you lose the licensing rights to Star Wars music for a Star Wars game that you're publishing?
Yeah,
Right.
that doesn't make any
No,
sense.
that doesn't make sense.
should
Though, because
be-
Star Wars is a license holder, and they're just licensing everything out. They're licensing the IP out for the video game. They're gonna hold their shit close to the chest, and gotta make your deals right.
Sony has still never confirmed or denied whether they are still working on that project. They were not mentioned in any of those court case documents, though. They weren't mentioned once. And Stephen Tolotillo, who was the one who broke in the first place that they lost the music licensing, has still been unable to get them to comment any further after 2.5 years now.
They've
So
been tight-lipped about it.
I did get him to see if I could get an update from him, and he gave no update.
Interesting.
Or he couldn't give an update on the matter.
So
That's expected at the Game Awards, though.
So one thing I did, speaking of the team being formed, what you were just mentioning before, there is another team that is being assembled inside of Take-Two.
Yeah.
Danny, do you got this in the news roundup with Take-Two's new team or new people they've hired?
No, I didn't see that one.
So shout out to Ecstasis. He shared it first, I believe, or at least he was one of the first to share it out, and Of course, also shout out to Shinobi on Twitter who posted it.
Pretty sure
So
the story was broken by Jason Schreier.
it was probably, you know what? I'll take that back. Schreier was the first to write it because literally he's quoting Schreier. Jason Schreier says Take-Two has hired the director of the Perfect Dark studio at The Initiative, obviously Daryl Gallagher, and director Brian Horton to fund a new studio within 2K. And if you all will remember, Take-Two was close to rescuing Perfect Dark from Xbox, but that deal fell through, if you all don't remember.
Yep.
So this is interesting here for me. I wonder if this will actually be the legitimate quadruple A studio here that we were promised that we never got to see. I'm actually curious about that too. The Quantic Dream Star Wars game. I almost feel like it's going to get canceled though. It just seems too quiet. You know what I mean? But
David Cage is.
Also, shout out to my homie BT Maverick.
shout out to BT, the man, the myth, the legend.
He meant Sarah Bond too. By the way,
Did he try to take your
he
woman?
he made her smile. I saw that.
He tried to take your woman. You better
Mhm.
you shouting him out. You better shout him down. Would you? Yeah.
That's my boy. That's my boy. I introduced him to her, so it's okay.
Oh yeah, you think it's okay. Next thing you know, he walking around with
He
his
looked at
arm
me
around
like, yeah.
Right.
Walk away. So I
You're like, thanks, player. You gave me the alley oop. Did you all have any thoughts on that with Gallagher and Brian Horton going over to 2K to start a new studio? Nothing too much. Okay,
I'm
so
gonna need to see what they're gonna do.
yeah, we don't have enough information. It's just that's kind of We'll wait till we get more. There was another news blurb that came out from Hazador who shared it. Capcom is set to revitalize Mega Man, Ace Attorney, Devil May Cry. I don't know why he worded it that way and should have been and Devil May Cry with new projects outlining long-term development goals. COO Haruro Sugimoto. Haruhiro. I'm saying I've just butchered this man's name. Haruhiro Sugimoto directly names those titles as a brand the company intends to grow through new in-house projects. I saw another tweet, by the way, that mentioned more detail where Capcom wants to make Mega Man one of their more tentpole IP, which is honestly it should have been done that. I don't know what.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, good luck. Y'all let that shit die like 100 years ago.
Yeah, like it's Mega Man. He's been around since we were kids. Like should have been obvious.
There was a related story also that said that they were working on a new Dead Rising as well.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Okay, cool, nice. Devil May Cry. I don't know why they say that. I don't think they need to revitalize, but a new game in a series is absolutely welcome for me. It's one of my. I think Devil May Cry 5 is the pinnacle of action games. So
yeah, it was recent. I wouldn't say you need to reboot the thing or anything.
Yeah, I hope they.
When did that come out? Like 2019
or
something.
Something like that. Yeah, that wasn't that long ago. And it did well too. So, yeah, I mean, they might. To be fair, they might start looking like Square Enix. We expected 30 million sales, not 10. Some ridiculous number that nobody would expect the game to sell. So also too, Ace Attorney.
It did come out 2019. I'm a genius.
Oh,
sorry,
nice.
Go on.
You got it right. Ace Attorney is one of my favorite series too. It's one of those kind of, I don't want to say point and click, but it's more of a story based.
Objection.
What would they call Ace Attorney?
Why did you say that like that? That Scottish mom who found the poop in the toilet. Disgusting. Objection.
So yeah, but I'm excited for that to come back out. What was another one I saw? Oh, had you all seen the thing with that weird ominous?
Yeah, and we know what it is now.
So yeah, there was information
door.
about that ominous statue that people were like, "Oh, is
I
that
see.
Soros? Is
I'm
that
trying
God
to
of
figure out what it
War?"
This is one of the Game Awards leaks. There's
Yeah.
a lot of them.
Not even really a leak. I mean, like, it was a government board that leaked it.
Yeah, that one right here was that one was more of a. It just happened to be like, oh, here's the filing for this game. Oh, there's the symbol.
Oh, it's
Right.
the same symbol.
Right.
Oh,
So-
what could it possibly mean?
So for those that don't, I guess I'll spoil the lead. that statue that we saw out in the desert apparently is tied to divinity. Now, not Divinity Original Sin, but the original Divinity, apparently, as I was told
Well,
by Casual,
we don't
my
know
brother.
about that either.
That's what he's alluding to.
It could be another spinoff.
It could be.
It could be another spinoff, but it's tied to the overarching.
Yeah, it's tied to the IP of Divinity.
Yeah.
We'll see how they take it.
Is it the universe?
Yeah, the Divinity universe. That's a good way to say it. Yeah. I would expect it to be something big, AAA, by the way they went about it. But yeah.
So this is Larian making it. So if the expectation is for it to be as big and as good as Baldur's Gate 3, you should also expect it to not be out until 2030.
Maybe they'll have early access.
Well, yeah, I mean, probably, honestly.
For like 2 years.
That's what they did with Baldur's Gate, and that worked out really well for them. So I think that's exactly what they're going to do.
Which is also an incredible game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard
but
great
even
things
then,
about it.
even early access, I wouldn't expect that for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's the spoil for that. And I listen, I'm excited to see more of. Well, I won't say see more of it, but actually see it unveiled. So kudos to that. Speaking of it being at the Game Awards, Kotaku rather had reported that it now costs $1 million to buy a 3-minute trailer at the Game Awards.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Because guess what? Where's everybody watching it? Amazon. There's an ad-supported tier of Amazon or YouTube.
Yep, YouTube.
Just put your ad on the commercial break that's in those.
That's a good
and save
point.
yourself $500,000.
And that's their selling point, right? Everybody gets a piece of this. I'm
Like,
sure he's getting a piece of that too from Amazon and YouTube
because
as well.
because Jeff Keighley doesn't give a fuck about video games. He just cares about money. That's all this has ever been. Is like he might like video games, sure, but he's not there for the games.
He's changed it up. Yeah.
It seems like a lot of money too, but when you think about like any equivalent thing that gets like any kind of equivalent viewership, it's like the same amount of money. Like they get the same kind of viewership that the American Super Bowl gets, and like those Super Bowl ads are more
That's what I was
expensive.
about to say. And they're like $1 million a second or more now, right?
Yeah, they're
second.
even.
You know what? I wouldn't even be surprised because there's a lot of eyes falling in on Super Bowl. And Super Bowl has a tradition now, obviously, for their commercials. So yeah.
If you're a company and you're legitimately going, you know what I think a good cost of $1 million is? Just light it on fire. You've got one commercial in a 4-hour telecast where they're also going to announce all these other games. No one's remembering your shit.
Yeah.
No one's going to remember your fucking G Fuel commercial. No one cares.
Here's some G Fuel. Fuel up, guys.
No one's going to be like, oh, you know what? This video game did make me think that I wanted to re-up my life insurance. Like, no one's going to do that.
Yeah.
You're wasting your time.
Right. So another bit of news, Crystal Dynamics, they are announcing that they have more than just the next mainline Tomb Raider game coming tomorrow at the show.
They didn't actually say that. That was Shinobi.
Shinobi
like,
leaked
teasing
it. Yeah.
That's another one of the 400 leaks.
Which,
right.
mind you, we already kind of know another part of the announcement. On Steam today, they removed all of the DLC that was for sale for the 3 Tomb Raider reboot games. You know, like Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, whatever. They removed all of the DLC from Steam, bundled all of the DLC straight into the only SKU that's available for the game, and anyone who already owned the games just gets the DLC for free.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool because that's how I
haven't
got it.
officially announced that yet. So like we're pretty sure. Oops, it happened a day early.
They typed in 10 instead of 11.
Yeah.
Interesting. So there's that. We have another thing with Metal Gear Solid. Speaking of these games, you know, we were talking about Red Dead Redemption earlier. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is now supported by Xbox Play Anywhere. And they'll continue to
love that.
I love it too.
That's pretty cool.
Because I was going to buy it on Steam, but now I will buy it on Xbox. So that's a W right there.
Yeah, I also hate it too because I did buy it on Steam and I also bought it on PlayStation.
Oh,
You don't gotta do all that. Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You gotta pay for your kid's $24 Netflix subscription to
I
watch
bought them both
K-pop
for
Demon
half off,
Hunter.
so I figured like I was, you know.
You played yourself.
So you got them both for half off. You really only bought it once. That's gamer math.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm gonna tell my
There you
wife.
go.
Yes.
It's almost similar to Steiner math. It's still
look,
similar.
honey. I didn't buy it twice. I bought it 1/2 times twice.
Exactly. I bought the
I
first one.
half
I
bought it.
fine. Yeah.
I basically put it on layaway, and you're welcome.
For real.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm actually gonna have her. I'm gonna record this conversation. I'm gonna replay. I'm gonna clip this and play this for her when she calls me on
Right.
it. She goes,
It'll be
she's gonna
a
look at me
really
like I'm a biggest idiot in the world.
yeah. No, it'll be a great backing track for her beating your ass.
Yeah.
I got two,
I gotta take that back, guys.
I got two, maybe three more major ones I want to throw out there, which is one is Crunchyroll. They are officially rolling back their free ad-supported streaming service on December
Ain't that some
31st.
shit?
Yeah.
Sony buys up every distribution of anime in the West and then makes it impossible to enjoy for free.
There you
Yo
go.
ho, motherfuckers!
Yo ho ho, yo ho ho,
Ahoy, matey.
yo ho ho,
Ahoy.
Indeed.
Boy, it would be a shame if one of the most popular anime ever made was about piracy, huh?
All right.
That'd be crazy, huh?
Sure would be a shame if we
It'd
had
be-
to liberate these anime.
I'm hearing the drums of liberation, baby.
Indeed. I fancy myself a joy boy too. Pause.
Gonna go
So
go
the
beat
surf-
the Gora Sony ponies.
Everything sort. What you called them? They're part of the government for
They're
Sony.
part of the Gorosei Sony ponies.
The Gorosei Sony ponies. This service allow people to obviously
I
to
know
watch.
Jim Ryan can turn into a big spider. I've seen it.
I synced it. I synced it.
Don't worry about it. Shut up.
Oh,
It's
Rosa
Wednesday. I wasn't
Doji,
supposed to be here.
the Overfiend.
The old legend of the Overfiends. But yeah, this service obviously allow people to watch it and to watch the shows without a subscription with ads, obviously. But that's ending. Yeah, it's all about that. They want that money now. I still think it's crazy that Sony doesn't bundle Crunchyroll with their PlayStation Plus, because PlayStation Plus is so much garbage to me. I feel like that'll be something that would make me like, okay, I can see getting it for this.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know.
honestly, I'd love to talk shit, but I also am like, there's so many other things that should have been lumped into Game Pass at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know.
Office?
They really should do it. Maybe not. Well, maybe Office. Shit, I don't know. I got both. But not by force. Like, there should be like a tier where it's like, hey, pick the things that you want. We'll bundle it together for you into one payment. I would love that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I can get Fallout first, and I can get World of Warcraft, and I can get Office, I guess.
Office.
Like, genuinely, it's crazy that they
Here's
don't
a
just do
copy
that
of
for you.
Office for you. Yeah.
Thank you.
There was a big news
Yeah, I
breakout.
get PowerPoint through my gamer stuff.
Right. You hitting up Microsoft, calling them customer service. How do I get to Office through here?
Matt Booty, tell me how to use Excel. Actually, he probably does know. I bet he uses that shit every day.
He
Dude,
probably does.
I
know
bet
how to
he
use it.
doesn't.
You don't think he does? He's like, nope.
I don't think he works, dude.
You think he just he's just walking around, like waiting in the bathroom.
You don't think
for
the
a
booty's
shift to
on
end.
duty?
no.
He's going
I
to the
don't.
bathroom, just
I-
waiting for the day to end. And comes out, hey, you have a great day, guys. And get out there. No, breaking news a bit yesterday was, and we actually had a crazy discussion about this yesterday too on Discord. Shout out to GCP. Activision says they will no longer do back-to-back Modern Warfare or Black Ops releases in Call of Duty. The reasons are many, but the main one is to ensure we provide an absolutely unique experience each and every year, they say.
I mean, I hear you. Sorry, you go first.
Oh, fucking! I don't know why they started doing that shit with goddamn Modern Warfare 3, the second one. Like,
yeah, that reboot, yeah.
because like it's not like they've been doing it that long. They did it twice, and it was bad.
It was bad
Both
both
times.
Yeah. Well, and also it's like we're doing it so that it doesn't feel like it's the same. But it's not like the new Black Ops felt similar to the previous Like, they were very different. You were doing like zombie shit in one and like getting high as fuck in the other. Like they're pretty different games. Like if there's a real problem for it, it should be like, well, we just want people who don't necessarily like that to have the opportunity to play a more straight up shooter like a Modern Warfare usually is or whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's because the people who like the crazy stuff, which is me usually, although I didn't play this year's yet, are not the same people who just want to be like, I don't know, reliving their Iraq days or whatever.
You reliving their Iraq days? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Or maybe they can't put out Modern Warfare because the enemy in that was predominantly the Russians, and we're kind of friends with them now.
No Russian. So, this is interesting here because there was this new. I just saw it. Let me find it really quick. That ties into this. Chat, what's you guys' thoughts? Because I'm not the biggest Call of Duty fan, so this is like whatever to me. But we did have a talk about this, and it's one of the plans that Phil envisioned, if you all remember, was like having. Well, I don't know if it came directly from Phil, but I believe he was tied to it, which was that Call of Duty games could get like a 2-year window to properly incubate for a proper good release where it's not rushed out yearly. And that went to the wayside. That went to the wayside because there's too much money to lose.
Lose too much money.
Yeah, so that went to the. Now we had this talk and people pointed out. Slow-mo, I think, pointed out. Shout out to Slow-mo. He did mention, and I agree, obviously, which was that if Phil were free of doing that without, Amy Hood and team, like, what are you doing? I think he would stick to that, but I don't. It's pretty clear they're not going to allow that in general because it's too much money to lose. But this was tied to it. Call of Duty, if you all hadn't seen, closed out 2025 as the #1 franchise on Xbox Game Pass for total players and hours played all year. Game Pass shared it on Twitter. They said, in addition to being a #1 in November, it closed out #1 for Game Pass, and they said, here's to Call of Duty and its worldwide community Season 1 of Black Ops 7. Plus, Call of Duty Warzone is just getting warmed up. So it's still doing crazy good. I know there was discussion like, basically they got their lunch taken by Battlefield 6, et cetera, et cetera. And people thought that because they were talking about kind of going away from the thought of having back-to-back Black Ops and Modern Warfares, that they were doing this in reaction to Battlefield 6 and other games.
Here's the thing. They were. Okay,
you think
they
so?
Were.
Yeah.
Yes, because here's the thing. Call of Duty can be the best-selling game of the year and be a financial disaster for Call of Duty. These are not mutually exclusive concepts. That's how many fucking copies of the game that game sells.
But do you think
and
it's more
expected to sell.
Somebody pointed out, though, they thought that it was because of how well the previous game did. So they kind of, Call of Duty is fighting against Call of Duty at this point, is what they said.
Well, and here's the thing. The previous Call of Duty, supposedly, it did really well, but supposedly they didn't make as much money as they expected to on it because of Game Pass. Like that's been reported all over the place, and that's part of the reason why they had to make the horrible changes to Game Pass they made this year.
That's also speculation, though, right? No one's actually able to.
I mean, it's very reasonable speculation that they didn't expect to lose that many sales, and they did.
I mean, they had to expect the cannibalism, and then when you were like, "Oh wait, I didn't think we'd cannibalize our own sales. Now we need to."
Brother, you have Matt Booty as one of the 3 chief executives.
Hey, shout out to Matt Booty, by the way.
I don't actually believe that they competently thought it through, or if they did, they didn't think it through in the world of where Satya and Amy would be breathing down their necks.
I don't know, man.
I think
I was expecting
interest, right? Like someone's looking for Call of Duty to bring numbers. Another team is looking for Game Pass to bring numbers.
Yep.
Game Pass bringing numbers is probably whichever team has higher priority, and then they bring their case, and the directors are like, whatever, right? But I think that's how it's working more so, and Phil the arbiter on that, right?
But it's just that you have I guarantee that Call of Duty didn't bring in the money they thought it was going to this year. I can flat out guarantee that. It is one of the only. Yeah. It is one of the only franchises in the world that can be the #1 franchise and still be a financial miss, right? Like it's one of the few franchises that's that large. Like Pokemon would be like that too, but Pokemon, even the bad Pokemon games don't do that. They
I would disagree with that though, because Pokemon, they don't put money into making it.
You're not wrong.
That game's super cheap to make. Now, Grand Theft Auto, if that thing doesn't sell 1 billion copies day one, then Rockstar's out of business.
Yeah. Like that is like the other franchise, right? Like basically anything Rockstar does at this point is the equivalent of that as well.
If a game Rockstar puts out is not the best selling game of the decade, like does not sell better than every Call of Duty game in that decade combined, then they have failed.
Yeah. And that's really hard for some people to grasp their head around. But that's how much money, like that's how expensive Call of Duty is to make every year. That's how much they expect Call of Duty to return every year. That it can be the number one selling game and be considered a financial failure. Or not a failure, but a financial miss where they expected, maybe it brings in a margin of 10, 15%, and they expected a margin of 30%, right? I mean, those are like the Xbox numbers, but like you get what I mean. Like they budgeted for it to bring in this much, and it only brought in this much.
Yeah, but they had this was the expectations.
Yeah,
and when you don't meet expectations, obviously you set the bottom line, and the shareholders are looking at that.
Yeah,
but that's where the dividends come from, right?
Yeah. So like that's the thing with Call of Duty. Like it can be the number one selling game of the year and still be a colossal fuck up for them. So.
Yeah, you could bring in $2 billion in the first 2 weeks or first however many days, and still agreed.
Wild to think about.
That is wild to think about. 2 other pieces of quick news that they're out there, which is one, and I shout out to Greg because he did mention it earlier. I saw you mention it. And I'm with Fuzzy. I don't think there's anything out of the ordinary either. I think it's literally them failing from, or at least suffering from so much success. But in like the greed being like, oh, we did this many here. Now they have to kind of get used to the fact of it being some of their revenue or whatever, or copies being sold being offset by Game Pass. I think it's just something they have to get used to. But I don't at all think they didn't calculate that. I'm pretty sure they did. But that said, Assassin's Creed, which was shout out to Shinobi again, who posted this. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced has been rated by Peggy 18. Rated by Peggy. So that's long been rumored or whatever to actually drop.
A voice actor outright confirmed it at a con and then got yelled at.
Yeah, right. Sure did. So, but I'm like, listen, Black Flag is my favorite Assassin's Creed in the series, so I'm super excited for this. Cannot wait for it to come back out. And I'm going to share this because it was funny. So the title was called Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. Shout out to Daniel Ahmad, a.k.a. Zuge Leon, who some people, for whatever God's forsaken reason, calls Z Huge. I don't know why they do. Huge. I'm like, why are y'all calling him Z Huge?
Makes me mad every time. Like, it ain't even my name, and I'm like, brother.
Right.
So that's one word. Why are you saying it like that?
Right.
I don't know. I thought it was like a username thing. I didn't realize it was a character.
See, because
I didn't know I was calling you out, Crusader.
I didn't know I was calling you out either. But
you yelled at me on a different episode of this show.
Did I? I didn't remember. It didn't mean that much to me, I guess.
So I knew it was you. I knew it was Yuge Leon because we played a Dynasty Warrior game. So I knew it was Yuge.
Yeah.
So I kept hearing people like Z Huge. I'm like, why do you keep
Z Huge?
So here's the thing. It like doesn't look like it's pronounceable. So I assumed it was supposed to be like Z dash.
That's crazy.
I guess that makes some sense. To be fair to you, we will give you a pass this one time. Don't let it happen again. But Daniel Ahmad posted.
Did you see? Hey, completely unrelated. Did you see? There's an anime where Zhuge Liang comes to the modern era and becomes a rap star.
No, I didn't. That sounds hilarious, though.
It's called like I gotta find.
He made it Z Huge. But Satanist, that hair. He said jealousy. That hairstyle they gave this guy here on Lost Old Side, I cannot stand it. It is like a Asian mullet. You're right. That's pretty much what it is.
He's just got long hair and a funny hat on.
Yeah, that's what he got, like a hair hat. That's what it looks like in the ponytail.
Well, it's not hair. It is just a hat.
Yeah.
But the anime is called Ya Boy Kong Ming because his first name was Kong Ming.
Oh, you're talking about Zhuge. I was talking about this guy on the screen.
Who?
You talking about Zhuge Leon.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Who? Oh, the guy on the screen with the
ponytail? I'm talking about this guy.
I'm not looking at his...
You
I'm
can't
not
see
looking
it.
at his hair. I'm too confused by the fact that his head looks like it's 2 sizes too
Asian
small for
Neo?
his body.
Asian Neo. But Daniel Ahmad
let's
had
talk
said
about-
more like resynced after I go up
Yeah.
against some of these legendary ships. I'm like, you know what?
That's all I'm saying, baby.
But one last one was the good brother Katsuhiro. Katsuhiro. Let me make sure I say this brother's name right. Katsuhiro Harada, who was the game director and producer of, obviously, of Tekken and other games involved with Bandai Namco. Almost mixed that up. So shout out to him. He has said that I'll read his tweet here. He said, I'd like to share that I'll be leaving Bandai Namco at the end of 2025 with the Tekken series reaching its 30th anniversary, an important milestone for a project I've devoted much of my life to. I felt this was the most fitting moment to bring one chapter to a close. My roots lie in the days when I supported small local tournaments in Japanese arcades and in small halls and community centers overseas. I still remember carrying arcade cabinets by myself, encouraging people to please try Tekken and directly facing the players right in front of me. The conversations and atmosphere we shared in those places become the core of who I am as a developer and game creator. Even as the times change, those experiences have remained at the center of my identity. And even after the tournament scene grew much larger, many of you continued to treat me like an old friend, challenging me at venues, inviting me out to drinks at bars. Those memories are also deeply precious to me. In recent years, I experienced the loss of several close friends in my personal life. And in my professional life, I witnessed the retirement or passing of many senior colleagues whom I deeply respect. Those accumulated events made me reflect on the time I have left as a creator. During that period of time, I sought advice from Ken Kutaragi, whom I respect as though he were another father, and received invaluable encouragement and guidance. His words quietly supported me in making this decision. It's more to go for this, but basically he's leaving Bandai Namco at the end of the year. I expect him obviously to pop up for something new and different. We'll see what's up with him, but shout out to Katsuhiro Harada, who, produced some of the greatest fighting games of all time. Tekken is one of my all-time favorite fighting games. Right next to Street Fighter 2. It's probably like Tekken 3 and 5. They're up there. So shout out to him and good luck to wherever he goes. So let's move to the main topic, and I want to get you guys' thoughts in the chat too. We'll do this kind of quick. We don't have to stick to this too crazy, obviously, but staying true to the predictions for tomorrow's Game Awards show. I want to get you guys' thoughts on, who do you think will win what tomorrow?
Oh, I didn't even know I thought we were predicting the announcements because I don't think anyone gives a fuck about who wins.
No.
Expedition 33 sweep.
Oh,
What else?
My prediction, is exactly that. Expedition 33 will win every single thing that it's nominated for.
So I do want to get you guys, like, if you saw some crazy, supposed leaks, definitely mention it as we go through this too. But I'll ask, which ones would you guys care to skip? Best esports team, I'm skipping. Best esports athlete, I'm skipping. Best esports
There's no
game.
siege there. It's bad.
Yeah. What about esports game? You all want to skip that too? Okay.
Again, siege ain't there.
What is it?
Rainbow Six Siege ain't there. I don't care.
Yeah. No, you got content creator of the year. You all care about that one?
Critical.
No. Yeah, we already said
Charlie.
It's got
It's supposed to be Umbra Infinite.
There you go. See, Soil Tech got it. My brother.
Not Charlie, then we've all been robbed.
So you got for content creator of the year, you have, was it Cadriel, Kai Sanat, Moist Critical, Sakura Miko, and the Burnt Peanut. Oh, that's what you were talking about with that damn peanut thing.
That's what I said.
What's up with that?
He's like a VTuber, but like kinda.
He's a VTuber who
It's funny
slaps
as
his
shit.
mouth on a peanut,
He's
and also
funny as shit.
and also sometimes the peanut has a wiener.
What?
That's not. That's real.
What the hell?
That's not a joke. I don't know
Imagine
who
saying
came
that out
up
loud
with
to somebody, hey, like just talking in regular conversation. This peanut he's called burnt peanut. He has a wiener. Like what?
it. He's got a wiener sometimes, and he looks like a peanut.
He'd be like,
I wouldn't be super mad if it was Kai Cenat, but it's got to be Charlie.
they be like
Yeah.
a peanut with a wiener.
What your
I
ass
will say, the highlights of Kai's like Souls streams are hilarious. Like it's so funny. And the amount of effort that they go in to make the sets and stuff for that, and it's just him getting brutalized in a video game for like
Getting his
100 hours.
absolute ass beat.
Yeah, it is funny. It is very entertaining.
He's getting
But like
brutalized.
Charlie, man, come on, Charlie deserves this.
It should be Charlie because the people. So as we know, Jeff Keighley doesn't choose the winners, but what he does choose is the people who are allowed to choose the winners, which is basically the same thing.
Yeah.
And Charlie's in a game that's nominated for stuff this year, so he's gonna get it.
Which game's he in?
Well,
He's in
Is he in
Dispatch.
He's in Dispatch.
He's in Dispatch, right?
Yeah.
You know,
He's the big
Dispatch
dumb
was
back
filmed
guy.
in my neighborhood.
I thought
That's
Dispatch.
awesome.
Dispatch isn't. It's animated. What do you mean it was filmed? What's happening? Where are we?
It's
What year
located
is
in
it?
my neighborhood. Yeah. It's located in my neighborhood.
yeah.
It's in Torrance, so if everybody look it up.
Well, yeah. So that's a better image of that. I'm sorry about that, chat. Yeah. Look at the critical, the burnt peanut guy over there. He's like, yeah, it's me. Satna said he voted for him.
For the peanut? You
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
What-
You absolute bitch.
Now, me, I don't care about any of these guys winning, but I will say I had seen nothing but like content popping up here and there for Kai Cenat. Shouldn't
Yeah,
he
he's
possibly be the
big.
winner? Yeah,
He's big. Yeah, for sure.
I
Like,
would
that
think.
would be I would be sad if Charlie
The-
didn't win, but if he
if it was
won, I'd
Kai.
be like, all right, that makes
The
sense. Like,
the problem with Kai is that I feel like his celebrity has been eclipsed by Speed. Like he brought Speed onto his stream and he kind of platformed him, and Speed has just become so much bigger than him.
I got nothing but love for Speed, by the way. I think he's a very human person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's good. He's a good guy.
and
Yeah, he seems
hilarious.
like a good dude.
Kai does a lot more than just video game stuff too.
Yeah.
Like that's one of my things with like if we're trying to do the top like person who does video game stuff, like I don't know, I guess Charlie even does a lot of non-video game
He
stuff
does.
too.
Yeah.
But like a lot of his non-video game stuff are like card games. Like it is just still games.
To be honest, all I watch of Charlie is his non-video game stuff. I don't think I've ever even
yeah?
seen any of his video game stuff. It's all just
I watch him
voice critical
stream-
clips.
I watch him stream new games all the time. It's hilarious. Because he's either really good at it or he's really bad at it.
Yeah.
It's so funny for
Well-
me because I see all these people and I'm like, I don't watch any of these people. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
But you gotta be watching Twitch though, right? In order to be able to.
Yeah.
You gotta,
That's
well,
true.
they're not always on Twitch.
Or
you can watch
what's
like
the other
VODs
ones?
or something.
yeah.
Okay.
Sakuramiko, I think, is pretty much just on Twitch though. But I don't really watch her. I'm not a big VTuber guy.
Same.
Yeah. It seems almost. It seems like it's almost like a catfish thing, doesn't it?
It is and it isn't. Like I really respect it actually because I think it's a lot of the times it's probably women doing it.
Yeah.
Like there's guys who do it, but it's like mostly women.
Mhm.
And like I get that, like wanting to do content, but not necessarily wanting to put your face and body out there and then have people like be really fucking creepy to you in public.
Yeah, for
Like I
sure.
get it.
Yeah.
I do.
I see it the same as being an actor who does live action stuff versus an actor who does animation.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's just in a different media, right? Like
Yeah.
there are some content creators who are very good at being the live action personality, and there are some who like like Danny said are either are shy or don't want to show themselves or things like that, and
Sadness.
but they're still really
Well, some people have a
talented
voice for or
entertainers.
have a face for radio, right? And
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good way
like
to put it.
Umbra.
Yeah, here you go.
Made for radio.
Exactly. I'm a
I'm
prime
actually not
example.
sure. So, were you making a has-been reference there?
What was that? What happened?
Oh no. I was laughing at Satness though. He
No.
said women pretending to be women. They got the
I-
zoned out. Like, oh.
I actually need to back up. Soil, were you purposely making a has-been hotel reference there, or did you just totally accidentally do that?
No, I think I
Okay.
Face for
made
radio?
it, but
No, that's
like,
just
this is a colloquialism that's
Yeah.
been like,
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
This-
gonna
this was
look.
yesterday.
Crusader is so in love with that show. He's like, it's
I
like
am,
that. It's
truly.
like that ad, not that ad, that
Look-
meme you see on Twitter. It's like everywhere I go, I see his face. That's Crusader right now.
The one character is
the
a
JoJo
demon in it
reference.
whose voice is modulated like he's a 1930s radio host, and he's the radio demon.
Yeah, oh, the radio demon.
And like one of his threats is this is a voice that was made for radio,
mm,
and it makes all of the cameras that are filming him fuck up.
BT Maverick said, I'm basically a frozen VTuber."
Wow.
True. That is true. So, most anticipated game. This is a good one, obviously. Most anticipated game.
It is, but it's
GTA
not.
5.
Because GTA won this last year, and it's
Yeah.
bullshit that it's here again.
I mean, it's been here for the last
shouldn't-
3 years.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
Was it?
I was
don't
gonna.
think it was on. Was it on?
Was it
2
not?
years ago?
I was going to say
think
it's
it was.
it's, it's kind of silly that it was put on last year, but it wasn't because they expected it to drop
they
this
expect it to be
year.
this
Yeah, it got delayed. But then
Yeah.
it's like, okay, well, you can't just give it the award for getting delayed again. That's crazy.
Again.
I don't know. For my money, this should be Resident Evil Requiem, but it's obviously Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah, Grand Theft is easily Grand Theft
on
Auto
that-
6.
On that list, it's an easy Witcher 4 for me, but I'm not. I've said it before on this podcast. I'm not excited for GTA 6.
You say for Witcher 4, but it's woke now. You play as girl.
Oh, the fucking! I'm so excited for Witcher 4.
So the nominees are, just to throw it out there, it is 007 First Light, Grand Theft Auto 6, Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher 4. All 5 I am
All
very excited to
reasonable.
play.
Yeah, like
Very excited. Witcher 4
Yeah.
will probably be
I'm-
the second most for me on this list.
I'm sort of lukewarm on 007 and Wolverine, if I'm honest, but the other
Yeah.
3 for sure. Well, honestly, I'm not as excited as most people for Grand Theft Auto either. I'm still excited for it, but just not as much as most people.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the trilogy of Mass Effect and Mass Effect-like games that are coming out. At least
Mass
one of
Effect
which will be
adjacent.
at this show. Yeah, like
Mass Effect adjacent games, yeah.
What does that even mean? Where are we at?
so. There's that. There's the
Dude,
next
you
Mass
lost
Effect
me on
game.
that one,
there's,
bro.
There's the next Mass Effect game. There's
Exodus.
Exodus, and
Yeah.
there's
Exodus is
the,
Mass
um,
Effect adjacent, basically.
and then there's
Which
the
one?
Expanse, Osiris Reborn. They're all third-person shooter, ability-based, choice-based RPG games.
Mm-hmm. Have you all not seen
Wait.
Exodus? Or
Which
Yeah.
one's Exodus?
Exodus is the one being made by Archetype
with Matthew
Entertainment
McConaughey
that has
in it.
Matthew McConaughey. In it.
yeah. I can play the trailer if you want to
It's
see
gonna
it.
be at the Game Awards tomorrow. They're gonna announce the.
I knew that I saw a thing that it was going to get shown there. I don't know if that's a leak or not, but like,
No. They Wizards
But I
of the
was
Coast
also,
outright
like-
said it in their financial thing that tune into the Game Awards to hear
Yeah.
more about this game launching next year. And we're like,
I'm still
okay.
calling that a leak because they shouldn't have done that.
Well, no, and then Archetype tweeted it like immediately
shouldn't have
after
did
the.
that. Well, and they also I still call that a leak though. I think that's still a leak because they also did the same thing for the next Total War game. Is they were like, we're announcing Medieval 3 today, and we're going to announce another one in the fantasy series at the Game Awards. But it's like, okay, well now there's one less reason for me to watch the Game Awards because I know exactly where they look for the trailer as soon as that shit airs.
It's like something with Keely's show where like Keely he keeps like 3 surprises and then the rest of it is just like pre-announced at least partially.
I don't think there's going to be a thing unless the man has a stroke on stage. I don't think there's going to be a surprise for me.
Well, what surprises have you seen that you are excited about? The supposedly
I'm excited for the new Total War. So the new Total War game that's going to be announced.
Yeah.
I can from all of the leaks and shit that have come out about it over the last like year and a half, I can pretty much guarantee it's either going to be Warhammer 40K because they just finished the trilogy that they had planned for Warhammer Fantasy. So everyone's like, oh, they're going to do 40K next.
Yeah.
Or the next big rumor, I know, shocking, but the next big rumor was that it was going to be Star Wars, which I think I would actually kind of prefer the Star Wars one. Although
what is a Star Wars RTS
might-
or
It
yeah,
would
Total
be-
War. So it'd be one of the
yeah.
big
nice?
like, yeah.
Okay.
It's like a grand strategy RTS.
Yeah, but I also like traditionally the ones that they've made of those where it's primarily people with guns has not been great. Like Empire Total War is probably one of the worst ones. So I don't know, man.
Okay.
But we'll see. They've definitely gotten a lot better. Like the Warhammer ones, the fantasy Warhammer ones have like a lot of like range units and people casting magic. If they can figure out how to put a dragon in the shit, but they can't figure out how to make a gun work, I'd be shocked. You know what I mean?
If you
They've
can,
got to
if
have
you
done
can,
better at
if
it
you
by
can
now.
fly a dragon, you can throw a ball.
If you can, if you if you can dodge Nagash, you can.
Right. So Zach
Yeah.
pointed out. He said Total War had already been announced already announced a new game a few days ago.
It is a different one. Yeah. So
No,
they
they
announced,
straight up they announced one and then said another
Yeah.
one was going to be announced.
they
at the
announced
Game
Medieval
Awards.
3 at their own thing, and then they were like, "But we're doing the fantasy one at the Game Awards. We can't tell you anything
So
yet."
they gave you a DJ Khaled. They said we got another one.
Another
Got-
one.
got
Yeah,
you.
and they also announced that they're doing end times in Total War Warhammer 3, which I'm
Yeah.
really excited about. So
Okay. All right.
big news for people who care, which is no one here except me.
Best adaptation.
So
Best adaptation of
was-
Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry TV show, or like limited series, I should say. Splinter Cell Death Watch, which was pretty good. The Last of Us season 2, and Until Dawn. I'm gonna guess The Last of Us 2 will get it.
They're gonna give it to
default
Last.
that, and it wasn't even good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because this every year since I've introduced it, it's been like, what are the 5 adaptations that happened this year?
Well, and they
It's
missed.
it's
the
gonna
best
be
one,
Last of Us.
It's
What's the best-
definitely
what's the-
going to
Twisted
be.
Metal season 2.
Oh no, Twisted Metal sucks dick. What are you talking about? You're out of
The
your crazy.
Twisted Metal show was great. What are you
That show
talking
is
about?
so bad. It's the worst.
I
It
have
makes me
not
like,
watched it, but I
It
heard
makes
it was
me
good,
not
but I don't
like
know.
Samoa Joe, and he's one of my favorite wrestlers.
it made you dislike him.
It makes me look at him sideways, like I know what you did.
I gotta say, when I saw it, from what I saw, just seeing like trailers or whatever, I'm like, it looks like it's gonna be trash. But then people were starting saying it was good, so I don't know.
It makes me cringe my skin off.
It looked
Realistically, it should be the Minecraft movie because it made $1 billion.
Yeah, but like critically, it was not. It was not.
No,
it
but who
shouldn't be
cares?
critically awarded.
Right.
Like,
If we're talking, because
It was
it
not
does
good.
say, to be fair, this the details. It says recognizing outstanding rather creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium.
I suppose it was fairly faithful.
Was it pretty faithful? I haven't watched it. I don't think I
He
ever
said
really
he did
watched
he said chicken jockey, and the people went crazy.
Truly,
If
like,
those kids were voting, it would win.
Oh, yeah.
and those
Yeah.
kids know what's up.
it for a fact.
Until Dawn doesn't deserve it. It's not even anything like the video game. Last of Us Season 2 was a lot like the video game, but people didn't like that video game so much.
I didn't like the first video game, and I couldn't
Yeah,
even get.
well-
I couldn't even sit down to play the second one. So
And I would argue they've made it worse here because it doesn't have the Abby stuff, which is like the best
right,
part
'cause
of
that's
the
gonna be the
second
next
game.
season, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and they added a bunch of stuff. Like, I really hate the dogpile on the actress, but she's not good. She just isn't. She's just not good at it. It's not great casting, and it's not her fault.
Yeah.
It's like the third thing she's ever done, and now she's in like the biggest spotlight ever of being in a huge popular TV show
I
like this
agree.
as the lead because they killed off
Bella
spoilers, killed off-
Ramsey. I like her. I
Spoiler
just think
alert
she was
for a game that
miscast.
came out in
Yeah,
2019.
like 2019. If you didn't know, I'm sorry. If you're watching this podcast and you didn't know that Joel died, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
Daniel, you spoiled it for me.
It's been
But-
6 years.
All right.
The statute.
It's new to me, damn it. No, but she was miscast, I think, as Ellie. Yeah, personally.
It's rough. Well, and they added a bunch of like extra dialogue and stuff that's just like that's not who this character is. Like,
Yeah.
like they're veering away from the really dark tone of it and like trying to make it a little bit more jokey. And it's like, okay, well, you can't do that also with the like cycle of vengeance, whatever shit that the whole
Well, she's
series
being a
is
serial
about.
killer.
Like,
Exactly.
yeah, like you can't have her be like telling jokes and because you're turning her into a Batman villain instead
Right.
of like a tortured soul.
She's like just
you're-
murdered
you're-
18 people and then doing a fresh, was it with a Mentos freshener
She's
commercial? Mentos freshener. Mentos
She kills 100
freshness.
people and 6 dogs, and then she has a TikTok dance. Yeah,
Right.
that's not what I'm
Fresh
looking
people.
for.
Mentos freshen for life. Mentos.
But that is what's gonna win, obviously.
The fresh maker.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. 'Cause
So
the
I
Game
think
Awards are a joke.
I think it will, and it is the most faithful. To your point, I agree. Splinter Cell, however, Death Watch is fairly faithful to the character of Sam Fisher.
I don't think enough people.
Not at
watched it
all.
for it to
Yeah.
get those
Yeah,
votes
not at
that
all.
It probably does deserve.
It is worth watching. I will throw it out there for whoever hasn't watched Splinter Cell Death Watch on Netflix. Very well worth it. Very serious too. Very serious tone. And it's Sam is he's a little bit older here, and he did have this ridiculous ponytail they gave him. I don't know what convinced them to do that. But he's a badass in there, but not so much of a badass that he can't also be harmed at his age, right? So it's more gritty in that sense that he does get hurt too. So, but check it out. I think it's worth it. Devil May Cry was decent, and faithful to some degree to Devil May Cry, but they changed a lot as well in it. So, but it's entertaining enough to watch, I would say.
Sonic 3 also got robbed because I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be eligible for this year because it wasn't eligible last year.
Oh.
Because it came out, like, in December.
Yeah.
And Sonic 3 actually deserves to win this. That movie was fucking hilarious.
The
like,
people who are
great.
allowed to make nominations for these kind of things have the shortest attention span on the planet, so they're not going to remember that.
Well, somehow we got what's his face from Indiana Jones nominated for.
That's because he's Troy Baker and everyone in the all of the San Francisco people
yeah.
personally. That's why Ben Starr's nominated. He's not a good voice actor, but he's really handsome and friends with people who do podcasts.
Ben Starr is excellent. How could you say that?
He is like okay at best. He is handsome man doing his best, and I appreciate it. I like a handsome man, but he is not a good voice actor.
I love Ben Starr. I think he's excellent, man. I disagree with you on that one. But
then Charlie Cox is not. We'll get to it. Charlie Cox is nominated for that shit too, and he was like, I should not be nominated for this.
He did say
He's like,
that.
I worked
He's
on
like,
this
I
for
showed
like
him in the
a
studio
day.
for 20 minutes.
He was excellent though.
Dropped some bars. And
he's being humble, but he was excellent.
Oh, I bet he's head, shoulders, knees, and toes above Ben Starr in that. I guarantee it.
You know what? To be fair, well, no, Ben Starr was actually pretty damn good as Verso.
I disagree with you on that.
Ben was excellent as Verso.
Mediocre. He is okay.
What?
He's so charming and he's so handsome, and I'd kiss him right now, but he's not a good voice actor.
I'm almost flabbergasted to hear. Okay, so who've all played through Expedition 33?
I've watched it the whole way through. I haven't played it. I need to play it still.
Did you?
I took my time playing it through because I want to enjoy it.
I'm glad you did.
Excellent.
And I did as well. Ben was
Maverick, you should tell him, but make sure you also include the part where I told him that he's really handsome and that I would kiss him.
Yeah, well, okay, we got that part, but he was
get that part in there, and then be like, I don't care for him that much. Tell him I love him, but not professionally.
That's terrible. That's terrible. But I thought he was excellent as Verso. You didn't think he was excellent as Verso? He was spectacular.
As Verso? To be fair, I only played like the first little bit of that game because I had to spin off to do some other stuff. I mostly know his voice acting from Final Fantasy 16, where he's dog shit.
From Clive. Yeah, that's probably why. Check him out. I want you to play
actually
through.
Dog shit in that.
Play him. He was fitting though. I thought his voice matched perfectly for Clive. But
yeah, he was dog shit in a game that was also like that. So like that was all right, I guess. Yeah, that fit.
The Danny is unforgiving, but check him out. I want you to play through when you please get some more time in Expedition 33 and get to play as Verso.
Okay, when I play Expedition 33, if I change my mind, then I will kiss him and praise him. And until then, we're just kissing.
Yeah, BT said.
I do genuinely think because we'll continue. We got way too many awards. We'll continue this conversation when we get to that actual.
We'll skip ahead a bit. Best multiplayer. This one.
I also hate this one.
Yeah.
Three of these games should not be nominated. I disagree that co-op is multiplayer. It's not. Split Fiction is not a multiplayer game. Peak is not a multiplayer game.
I think multiplayer
Elden
should
Ring
be
is like
strictly about
co-op.
Two or more.
They
are games that fundamentally
but that's not what anybody
think.
That's not what people think about when you say multiplayer.
Yeah,
they're
typically
not
think
co-op. It's a more a couch co-op. Yeah.
If it wasn't for the fact that we exist in an industry where Pokemon, Dark Souls, Mass Effect, and Baldur's Gate are all somehow in the same genre of RPGs, then I'd agree with you.
Well,
but we exist in that reality, so I'm kind of like, it's more than one player. It's multiplayer.
I would call Pokemon multiplayer before I called this shit multiplayer, because at least Pokemon's got a competitive aspect to it.
So here's the thing.
I can kind of agree with that. To that
Are you
point.
defining multiplayer as playing with other people, or are you defining multiplayer as something that's competitive?
I'm generally thinking of it as competitive. Like if it's just PvP, that's not multiplayer for me.
I view multiplayer just as something that I can play with my friends. So that is a fundamental difference.
I look at multiplayer as competitive, and I look at co-op as friendly. Co-op is friendly.
Yeah.
And I think the terms have kind of gotten misconstrued. I think co-op is more what Split Fiction should be titled under.
But there isn't. I understand that there isn't a co-op thing, so we're squishing them together here. But it's also these categories, and we'll see it especially when we get to the genres, are meaningless.
Yeah, the genres are bad.
Yeah,
the titles of what this award is fuck are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. And Zach pretty much said it exactly. Multi is PvP, but it can also be PvP and PvE. But co-op is typically just PvE. And that's how I see it, at least. But
the biggest problem is there's not enough games that are actually worthy of being nominated to saturate either of those categories that are newly released in a year. Like, there aren't.
But then maybe it's a bad category.
They need to
maybe honestly, if you just
category.
said best multiplayer / co-op, I'd be fine.
Okay.
That's one way to do it.
Name.
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
Very fair.
Yeah. So the nominees are Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Peak, which I've seen hilarious TikTok clips.
Love it.
Yeah, and Split Fiction. Who do you all think would win this one here? I think
it's got to be Arc Raiders, my man.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Arc.
I'm gonna go with Battlefield 6 or Split Fiction personally.
If it's Split Fiction, I will be actually a little mad.
You know, I'll be
a
little like I'll feel it's
these
wrong.
Awards mean nothing.
I'll feel it's a bit wrong, but at the same time, I wouldn't be mad. 'Cause Split Fiction actually is damn good, so I'll be kind of happy for them to win something. You know what I mean?
I have a friend who worked on a game that is nominated for Game of the Year this year and is not watching because he doesn't give a fuck. These awards mean nothing.
Yeah.
The People Choice Awards on MTV.
I'm literally there more for the announcements than
pretty much.
Not even the announcements to watch, because I know most of the stuff is going to be announced. It's to watch the trailers to see what it is.
I want to see the trailers, and some of these nominees, like I do want to see who wins some things. Some people I think were left out, like South of Midnight should have been in Best OST in my opinion as well. Nominated.
Yeah. But you know how it is.
Yeah.
Jeff Keighley picks who gets to vote, so there's not going to be any Microsoft representation like
100%. He's like, don't you put Microsoft in there? No, but yeah.
Shout out to Jeff Keighley, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Jeff Keighley. I wouldn't kiss you, and I don't like you.
Punty mentioned Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Edge Runners is magnificent. Punty, I agree.
Oh yeah, was that this year? Because if so, it probably should. No, it
no.
I think it was nominated last year.
Yeah, that was previous.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Soil Tech, what about you? I think I got Danny and Crusader. Crusader, you said Battlefield 6. Danny,
I'm gonna go with Battlefield 6 from what I played.
Okay, and Danny, you said
I took this opportunity to cheat and get Split Fiction in there because I think it should have been included in the Game of the Year category. It didn't get in there. I can understand why, and they got it in there for this reason. And so, you cheated, so I'm gonna cheat too.
Okay, so
I do
Split
think
Fiction
there is
brother.
a lot of that too. Yeah, where there's going to be awards that are won by things that don't deserve it, and it's to like placate them because they're not going to win other awards that they probably should have.
That
happens every year. There's always the one where it's like, oh, they had to give this one to Nintendo because Nintendo's getting snubbed over here or whatever.
Right.
Like there's a
little politics game. Yeah, I agree. So for me, I agree with you, Danny. I think it'll be Arc Raiders. They kind of came in and just kind of stormed the world. I think it'll be them. Best sports racing game. Let's skip that.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't either. Best sim strategy. Yeah.
Best next year when Total War's out.
I'm trying to remember what's in that list. I know there's one game that I really think deserves it.
It's Final Fantasy Tactics. It's Jurassic World Evolution 3. Civ.
Sid Meier's.
Civ 7 shouldn't have been nominated.
No, because it was bad. The Alters and 2 Point Museum. Of those ones, like
Tempest Rising as well. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I would give it to Tactics, but it's a remake, so like that doesn't feel right. But that is the best game.
Yeah.
Hey, remember Resident Evil made it in last year.
If we're allowing it to be nominated, then fuck me, I guess. Like I give
Resident
it to the
Evil's
best game.
Multiple of the Resident Evil remakes have made it in.
That's
Final
fair.
Fantasy remakes have made it in.
I want to play Final Fantasy Tactics. I've never played it before. The Evilus Chronicles.
It's good to go on.
I actually have it on emulation, but I do want to play the new one. But
I do like the Jurassic World Evolution games too. I don't know that I would
never
give it this
played
award,
them.
but I do like
is
them.
the one that I was like, that should probably win that.
That's the only one I've actually played out of the ones on this list is the Alters, and I did enjoy that. Very unique game in its own way. The Alters.
Umbra, you should play Tactics. I think you would like it. I don't know that you would mess with like Jurassic World, but it is. I don't know if that's your type of game. I don't know if you were like a Zutaku kid.
I am not, but would never was.
That's probably not. I don't know if that's your thing. Then.
What about Civilization 7? Would that be something?
Not that one.
No,
there's good
5 or 6.
Yeah, don't play 7. That one's bad.
There's pros and cons to both 5 and 6. They're very different games. They are for different audiences. They're both good.
So I think out of the ones on this list, I think I do want to try out Final Fantasy Tactics for sure.
Yeah, well, it's a classic.
Yeah, and I've been seeing it pop up over the years. Like it's kind of funny. It's like it's tempting me to finally play it. So I do want to try it.
There's people who swear up and down that that's the best Final Fantasy game. Yeah. Which I don't agree with. I prefer 10 and 9, but
Yeah.
it's good.
I
Shout
like
out to
two.
Morty. He loves 9. That's his favorite in the series.
9's a good one.
Shout out to
I like
Morty.
Yeah.
two.
Morty.
Morty.
Woody.
So okay. Slow mo. Shout out to Slow Mo. He said He said it's one of the best. Final Fantasy 6 is the best. I think.
See, I didn't play 6,
MJ
but I know it's good.
MJ agrees with you, Slow Mo. He loves 6 the most, which is technically 3, right? If I'm not mistaken. I'm confused by their numbering.
No. It's the other way around.
Oh, 3 is technically 6.
Man, now I don't remember. There's
Yeah.
So 6 is the 6th one, but
Yeah.
we didn't get a lot of the early ones until later. So for
Right.
us, 6 might have been 3 when it launched. I don't remember. I didn't play it until after that problem was fixed because I
Okay.
was a fetus when they came out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So okay. All right. So out of these, again, I've only played the altars. I can't give a full opinion of this at all.
give it to the altars. Fuck it. Why not?
But I, shout out to Fuzzy in the chat. Fuzzy Tomato. He said that Final Fantasy Tactics was the best game released out of all these this year. So
I agree.
yeah. So
Well, I didn't play all of them, but
I'll rely to you all
Also,
on
a big
that
shout
one.
out to Slow Mo.
Shout out to Slow Mo, who slanders
Slow-Mo.
Unreal Engine all the time, and we'll see about him doing it this time. Best
Shout out to
fighting.
the DPS gaming podcast.
Yes.
I was skipping best fighting. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Gray, if Slow Mo slanders UE5, just mod him for me. Best fighting game for the best design, primarily around head-to-head combat. We
I
have
don't care.
two. I don't
Yeah.
much care either, to be honest. But 2XKO. We got Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which I have on emulation. Fatal Fury, City of Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
When did the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection came out? Because if we're including collections and the one that had MVC2 in it isn't on here, that's insane.
That is kind of funny to see a collection was thrown in here. Virtual
That's
Fighter
not
5.
fair
No,
at all. I don't think that's fair.
The can the collections, can you kind of do the cross multiplayer with ease,
No.
with easily okay, then I don't get it, because Halo MCC makes sense to consider as its own game, because goddamn is it revolutionary that all of the multiplayers can be played in one place in one way.
Mhm.
It is a revolutionary thing for multiplayer and FPS. But if you can't do that,
Okay,
and you
that was
have
last
to
year.
launch each individual title and then back
Yeah,
out
they're
and switch
separate.
the other titles, then that shit's why? Why are we?
To be honest with you, I actually don't even know if the Mortal Kombat one has online. I know people were complaining about it.
It didn't have Shaolin monks.
I was
so
going to say, I
didn't
think it's
give
missing
shit.
a game. Yeah, that's why
That's
they
fair.
complain.
People were complaining about a lot with that one. I think it's cool for historical purposes, but yeah,
Yeah,
apparently
no,
it's got
it's
problems.
great to make the games available. Excellent to make the games available.
For sure,
but,
for sure.
I might have to
fucking
get that one
frustrating
day.
with Shaolin monks.
I know the 2XKO is huge, so honestly, it's
Yeah.
probably going to be that one.
That's by Riot Games, by
I
the
don't play
way.
fighting games, so
Yeah, I don't really play.
I've fallen off a bit on fighting games. I do need to get myself back in. I still love them. I just haven't played them in a long time. Fatal Fury, Sonder says he loved. Is pretty solid, rather. Virtual Fighter 5, Revo World Stage, terrible long name. I didn't know that RGG was involved with that one. I didn't
me
know
neither.
that. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, and it's funny because that Heaven, what's that game they got coming out called something
Oh,
Heaven?
shit.
It kind of looks like Virtual Fighter
Yeah.
5 a little bit, actually.
Yeah,
Now that I'm
I
thinking
don't
about
remember
it.
the name of it at all. but
Something
you're right.
Heaven. Something Heaven. Moving on, though. Best RPG. This is a good one. Best
Best
RPG
RPG.
for the best game design with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. We have Avowed, which I enjoyed. We have Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Loved
winner.
it. Masterpiece. We have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which I have to get to soon. Monster Hunter
not my game.
Wilds and The Outer Worlds 2.
I've had some controversial takes in this already, and I'm gonna have more. Here's another one. Monster Hunter Wilds is not an RPG. That's an action game. You don't level up. You just got gear. That's different. That's not the same. Get out of here.
Well, they consider it action RPG, I guess.
I would just put it with the honestly, if we have two different categories, one for action and one for action adventure, which is already stupid, that one should be an action.
Okay.
Because it's more about do combo than get levels up.
But
and stat
for
your
for a guy who got up to level 600 in that game,
Sheesh.
there is a RPG element to it, and you can't really get that high or far or whatever. It's kind of building your build and all of that stuff. So I hear what you're saying, but there is an RPG element. It's not like the traditional
Sure,
RPG.
but like
It's not even close to the traditional RPG. Just in the build,
no,
that's
but
all
like
that
I
is.
feel like pretty much every game has some amount of RPG elements in it
It's
at this point. You know what I mean?
it's an RPG in the same way that like the Diablo games are RPGs. Um, like they're also
Well,
like
you got like
I
traditional levels and
despise the concept of RPGs because like there are
it's crazy.
some games that are in that genre that have nothing in common with each other, but
Hmm.
they're somehow in the same genre.
Look,
And this award pisses me off because is it the best game that happens to be an RPG or is it the best example of
of an
excellent
RPG.
RPG development?
Yeah.
Because Clair Obscur is the best game that happens to be an RPG.
I think either
Kingdom
way,
Come is probably the best example of a like excellent RPG this year.
I don't disagree. I also hate that game because it's not my speed at all. That shit's way too nitty gritty for me.
That's fair.
I don't want to. That feels like the kind of game where you're gonna stub your toe and die of dysentery, and I'm just not about that shit.
I've heard that this Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 was a masterpiece. I've heard
Kingdom Come.
multiple people.
I haven't
say
played.
it.
So okay, I haven't played 2. I played the first one,
Yeah,
and it was just like this is too in the weeds. I'm not having fun with this. Crusader's right. It's an RPG ass RPG. It's the crunchiest motherfucker I've ever seen in my life. But it's not. What it's not is fun.
That's kind of what I got.
he said
from,
what it's
like,
not
what
is it's fun.
I
It's not
saw
fun.
of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I've heard
it's
like,
an
from multiple
RPG as
people.
fucking RPG.
Yeah. Well, I've heard from multiple people who swore by it and said it was a masterpiece.
And that's why I actually
gotta check
it
it out.
really depends on which way the voters go for this, like which way
You-
the panel goes.
You know it's gonna be Expedition 33.
It's
I
gotta
actually don't because I
Come
actually think
on.
they're gonna try and keep the total sweep. I do. I truly do. And I think
I
this
don't
is
know,
going to be
man.
one of the
I don't
weird
know,
categories where
man.
it's going to go to something else. I've been talking about this with my friends for weeks that like I think that this is one of the categories where they're going to go that Expedition 33 is a masterpiece of a game, but it is not the master of its of like the example of that genre.
If the
don't
only
know,
two,
man.
the only game here I think that would challenge
I
it
think
would
you're-
be Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, just based off what I've
That's
heard.
Yeah,
Yep.
because on the critical side of it was pretty it was really high.
Avowed was
But
good,
I also
but I think Outer Worlds 2, I enjoyed Outer Worlds 2 more than I did Avowed, personally.
And Outer Worlds 2 also had like from what I
It's
have
a good
played
game.
so
It's a
far
good
has some
game,
pretty
apparently.
good RPG like
Yeah.
like the classic kind of Bethesda style RPG.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very, very good game.
Crusader, if
Just
Kingdom
like
Come
that.
Deliverance wins this category, I will Uber Eats you dinner.
Can it be DoorDash? I don't like Uber.
I don't.
But
whatever, man,
DoorDash
it's
likes
all
to
the same
pepper
with me.
spray their food, the people that bring it. I don't know if you want them. Did you all see that? This
No.
heavy set
Alright,
Funny,
heifer.
though.
This heavy set heifer brought somebody their food, put it on the step, and then pepper sprayed it. The lady got to it, and don't ask me how she didn't, see or smell the pepper spray before that. Was eating the
Pepper
food,
spray has a color to it.
and you
Pepper spray,
that
what?
that and you'll smell it, right? It's very.
Did she like open it and put it on the food, or would she spray the bag?
It looked like she sprayed the bag. So, but maybe it did go inside some of it. I don't know.
I mean, yeah,
or
it's tainted. You're not eating that, but still.
better yet, she
What a
probably sprayed the
bitch.
bag, and the lady got it on her hand when she picked it up and didn't notice, and kept going and started eating the food, and she had a bad reaction to it. So
She was just seasoning it. Get out the fuck out of here.
Here's a little extra seasoning for you. Keep the party going. She's like, I just put a little pep on there for you, a little pep in your step. Anyway, though, I think for this one, Expedition 33 should and will win Best RPG. What would you guys pick for this again, just to get the final tally? Crusader, yours was
I'm going
He
Kingdom
was-
Come.
Kingdom Come. Danny, yours is
The Expedition.
Expedition. Soil Tech, what's yours?
Now that I think about it, and I'm a diehard Expedition 33 person.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of, I hate this. And yeah,
You're gonna
Outer
say
Worlds
Monster Hunter
2.
Wilds again?
No,
aren't you?
no. Outer
Ooh.
Worlds 2. Outer Worlds 2. I feel
That's
like
very fair.
all of the elements, and I'm like dealing with it, and how like it allows you to get to the objective, although certain areas are foreclosed that should not allow you to get to that objective.
Mhm.
It works its way around it. I think they're really doing a great job with the RPG elements.
I think
I'm gonna vote for RPG. Yeah.
I think Outer Worlds 2 was great. Honestly, I don't think it was Expedition 33 great. I think Expedition.
Well, and like that's the thing. It's like, is this the best game that was released, or is this like the best example of a good
and
good
that's the
RPG?
argument that's pulling me off of the
Like,
Expedition 33.
because Expedition 33 is by far the best game on that list.
Right.
For sure.
And I'm not even going to dispute that. And so if we're going with the best game that happens to be called an RPG, then yeah, of course Expedition's going to win. There's not a question in my mind. But if we're actually trying to talk about the best game that demonstrates like, what it truly means to be a role-playing game, it's not Expedition 33.
It's just, I get that point. I will say that, but I will looking at the detail of it, saying for best game design with rich player character customization and progression. I think Expedition meets that. Although, well, the character customization is not that.
It is about the builds, really, right?
It's more about the builds. Yeah,
it's really all about the builds and that parrying system and being able to like do free aim shots like.
Because that almost falls what's wild is like those things almost make me like it's like it's really cool because it's a hybrid RPG action game, not because it's an RPG.
I guess I see that, but
they made it.
Damn
really
you,
cool
Crusader!
Because...
You pulled me off my block.
I kind of see that, but at the same time, to Crusader, to Soiltech's point, there is a deep amount of customization you can do as far as abilities that your characters can use.
Sure.
The people who vote on these things are not having these conversations. They are not intelligent people.
That's part of the problem of the show, right? Is like this is the conversation that's important to have.
The people who are voting on this,
I don't even know if they people that just voting on this even played this game. Let's just be real. Did I stop you in your tracks there? I think in a lot of these categories, it's like we had 2 that we knew were good, and then we're going to nominate 3 more because they're the only other ones we can think of in the genre. And I think, the people who are doing that, they're not having the conversation of like, is this really an RPG actually, because of RPG?
Yeah, they're not doing that.
Yeah, and Slow-Mo was pointing out too. He said, and I kind of agree with this. I get you, Crusader, but like to his point, he says, well, that's where things get messy because when you start talking about what it means to be an RPG, people start getting into their personal preferences of what RPGs are. And I agree. I think
that's almost what thinking critically as a critic about things is.
Sure.
Like, they can't do that.
But
they don't do that.
Sure, but this right here I don't think requires that much. It's literally saying, hey, it's the best game that has an RPG. That's essentially what it's going to be. You know what I mean?
The entire point of critical analysis is to critically analyze something about like what you think is important, backed up by how other people also claim things are important, and then you get different fields of philosophical and rational thought. That's like the whole point of thinking critically.
Yeah, but I get you.
But that's not how these critics work. They say how many people do I know personally that worked on this game? That means it's the best one. That's why Ben Star's nominated. Anyway,
funny enough, I do think that's how some of their thinking is going to go into this.
Truly,
and I don't think
it is.
I don't think many of them may have even played the game. I'm just going to be straight out. And to Slow-Mo's one, he said this isn't a critical analysis. He says an award show.
Well, yeah, you're giving something an award, and you're just giving it an award because popular. Then what the fuck is the point?
I think
we might as well all go home. Like
that's what I'm saying.
We don't value anything,
and anymore. That's why I'm not watching
it.
We
don't value things anymore.
Before we fall into pessimistic land with you two, let's move
on.
Welcome
to rock bottom. I've been here for years, baby.
Truly. This isn't darkness. This is advanced darkness.
I mean, to me, the way I stand on it is, and I said it already, but I think Expedition happens to fit both your requirements here. Personally, Crusader, I think it's the best game
that's
here,
very fine.
And I think it's a great
defensible
RPG.
Position to have,
yeah.
And like that's a good conversation to have.
Yeah. But let's move forward though, because I knew I do have to get going.
Yeah.
But for me, Expedition 33, I think all of us except Soiltech, I think you were Outer Worlds too. Matter of ways, shout out to Obsidian with 2 games on this list for the year.
Shout out. They won't win it, even though maybe they should get something, but not. Nope.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
I was gonna say shout out to me for having played at least like 3 games on this list.
Whoa, hell yeah.
Shout out to me for 3 of them as well. Outer Worlds 2, Avowed, and Expedition. I didn't care about Monster Hunter. I heard Monster Hunter Wilds wasn't that great, but that was from Sycamore, to be fair, and he's wishy-washy on his picking of things. He's Cap. Okay, best RPG, that was out of the way. Best action adventure games, we have Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, which I still think is one of the stupidest names of a game of all time. Ghost of Yote, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Split Fiction. I played literally all except Yote and Death Stranding here, and loved all three that I played. So this one is tough. I haven't played those two at the end, or the beginning, if you will. So I can't quite give a view of that, but from what I've heard, Ghost of Yote, I'm sure still falls in the vein of Ghost of Tsushima, in the same vein.
It's basically the same game.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's great, same great kind of standard of quality. Death Stranding, I did not care for the first one much from what I saw. Haven't played it though, so I can't give a critical thought. But I know MJD swears by it. Although to be fair, Major is a major Kojima fanboy too. So I don't know. That said, from the ones I did play, from Silk Song, from Indiana Jones, and Split Fiction, if we're talking about best action adventure, I'm going to go to Split Fiction. I think Split Fiction was the best action adventure. Silk Song probably should be for something else, but this is, to be fair, this best action adventure combining combat, traversal, and puzzle solving. That might be better assigned to Silk Song, to be fair. It's a much stronger combat, traversal is tricky and difficult, and it does have a little puzzle solving. So that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
So we have an action award, right?
Yeah.
We have an action one.
Do we?
We have an action category that is
Let me look.
separate from this.
Let me see. You got best action adventure.
We have action.
we do.
See where you're
You're
going
right.
with this, Crusader, and I think you're
I'm
right.
not going to judge anything in this category by action.
Now, this is
because
tough,
there should
too.
There should be best adventure category. I don't understand why they had
Combined
best
them.
action and best action adventure.
Yeah.
Because this is what Danny was alluding to earlier.
It's fucking
being the
stupid.
dumbest fucking shit.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
think
gonna
it might
merge
have had to
categories,
do
there
like at the
shouldn't
time at
be-
which they put together these categories when they had the games to do it, and then it morphed out, right? And whatever's happening in reality is not necessarily matching up to the category, so they're having to create new categories or fit whatever's happening into the existing categories that they have. And I think that's what explains the.
So this one is tough. What would you all say so we can move forward? Best action adventure out of this list: Split Fiction, Indiana Jones, Silk Song, Ghost of Yote, Death Stranding 2.
It should be Indiana Jones because it's if you're talking action adventure, that's the guy. That's the GOAT.
Yeah, I can see that.
Silk Song's really good. I liked it a lot, but it's also really divisive. Yeah. It's got a better chance of winning because Indiana Jones is made by Xbox. But it's gonna go to Death Stranding, which is probably the worst game on this list.
Damn.
Just because everyone wants to get those kojumbles in their mouth. You know what I mean? They want to suck that rod. So it's gonna be Death Stranding 3 or 2, and it's not gonna deserve it. That first game, hot ass, rancid trash, so bad.
A 2-pack of ass.
The second game shouldn't have even existed because if you finish the first game, you know that it should be impossible for a sequel to exist.
I haven't played the first one to say. I did like Indiana Jones a lot. I have not finished it though, but I did like it a lot, and I definitely see what you mean with the. Being it's literally he is the defining person of action adventure, right? Or at least adventure.
That's the guy.
He is the goat for it for sure.
If you type in action adventure, you're probably going to get a picture of Indiana Jones
for sure.
Or someone dressed like Indiana Jones,
or somebody that spawned, from him, like a Nathan Drake or somebody, right? Or a Tomb Raider,
or inspired by.
Yeah, I'm also not 100% convinced that Hollow Knight is an action adventure. I get that there's a map, but it's definitely more an action game, I would think.
So
it's tough to say.
I would consider all Metroidvanias to be highly adventure oriented because of the amount of just hidden things and things to discover and things like that. So because I find that Metroidvanias are a very, very good subgenre of adventure in general. That it was the only one on here that I would have actually voted for in terms of adventure.
It's this one is tough.
You
again.
didn't like walking the entire length of Australia with just covered in piss. You didn't like that?
This one is still kind of tough to me because again, Silk Song definitely I still think does fit adventure, action adventure because of the lore and you're learning so much of the world, finding objects and things to find. It's not just you fighting. Indiana Jones has a ton of that, obviously. Puzzle solving, you traveling around, finding things, fighting, obviously, lore, character work. But Split Fiction definitely has good combat, a lot of different cool mixes of it, too, that keeps you on your toes, keep you interested. Great traversal, puzzle solving, all of that. These all meet it. Yote seems like the only one that seems kind of out of place a little bit. If with just combining the thought of that, but it does have obviously good combat. Traversal would be riding around on a horse, I guess. And I don't know if it has puzzle solving, but yeah.
Genuinely, I think that with the exception of Split Fiction, which also I don't know that I would qualify as an adventure game.
Yeah,
I think that they are just like, well, it's got a map, like it's open world, I guess, so it's action adventure. Like I think that is the farthest that their thought process goes.
When you
it's
look
like
at,
I walked a place, I adventured.
So you almost have to look more at the description of the award because this is for the best, whatever game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. So like, if all we're talking about is like traversal and puzzle solving, it has a ton of like platforming and that you have to engage with, and a ton of like puzzle solving that you have to engage with, where we're like one person's doing half the puzzle and another person's doing half the puzzle. So like by the definition of this award, it does that excellently.
Yeah.
But
like I don't know that this is how I would define this award.
By that
again, this is just a weird thing with Keeger's show that like
if you took that on face value, every platformer is an action adventure game.
Yep.
That's not what that is.
So I'll say this so we can move forward. I think just thinking about it in the time I did have, shout out to Holly. Me and her played through it. Split Fiction probably should win this. Great, like I said, a lot of varying combat. It's not a combat to the point of, oh, look at this refined blah, 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 but it has a lot of diversity in combat. A lot of, you get to shoot the pew-pews. You get to transform to these other things and fight as... what's those things you transform into? I forgot. I can't describe it all here.
Animorphs.
Yeah, you get to transform into these different things, like in these adventure settings, storybook settings and stuff like that, or sci-fi settings. It's really cool, and obviously good traversal. You got different ways of traveling around through the stages or missions, whatever you want to call it. And it does have puzzle solving, specifically like the phasing ones where you have to use your gun or whatever. Oh yeah, that's right. The gorilla, snake, and exactly gorilla and snake and stuff like that.
A snake with legs? That's a lizard, my man.
Well, but yes, but it has all of that, and it does it really, really well. So it's basically a gorilla and sycamore. Damn,
what, like a tree?
You saw Sycamore, the person we know, our friend. But shout out to Sycamore. That's Cap. But no, like I kind of would side with Split Fiction. I think it does it. It not only does it deserve an award somewhere.
Shout out to Sycamore.
Shout out to Sick. I think not only does it deserve some type of recognition. There you go. But I think Split Fiction does all of these well, from combat to traversal and puzzle solving. I think it does it exceptionally well, especially since you have to work with somebody else to help you do it, which they actually, Hazelight did a great job at in this one, which they've been doing for a while, obviously, past games. But I think this one, this is probably their magnum opus in terms of cooperative work, honestly, legitimately. What would you guys' final pick for this one? Me, Split Fiction, Indiana Jones.
Are we picking which one we want to win or which one's gonna win?
What you want to win?
I still think it's gonna be Indiana Jones.
What you want to win? I think
it's not gonna be Indiana Jones. I would love it to be Indiana Jones, but it's gonna be Death Stranding.
No, pick what you want though. Pick what you want. What you think?
I want Indiana Jones, but
I want Indiana Jones.
Not a chance.
I want
because it was like the most adventure game. Like we haven't had a good adventure game in a long time, and it was the most adventure game to ever adventure game.
there's 2 PlayStation games on this list, and neither of them are going to win Game of the Year. So they got to give it something.
They're going to
and
give them
it's gonna
something.
be
That's
this one.
that's sound logic for sure.
We best
Yeah.
believe they're going to give them something that we probably like.
They're paying for a quarter of the show.
Yeah,
that's probably about true.
you're like, I'm gonna leave here with something. So me and Swirl Tech
They
split
got
fiction,
Kingdoms on retainer.
and both of you guys Indiana Jones. Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
That's a
well,
good
yeah,
one.
Jones.
Let's move for best action game. That's also now. I would have said at first this is splitting hairs, but no. These nominees are very worthwhile. Doom: The Dark Ages was excellent. I haven't played Battlefield 6 except for the demo, not the demo, the alpha or whatever beta. Hades 2, I got it. Haven't played it yet, but I know it's excellent having played the first one. Ninja Gaiden 4 was great. Shinobi Art of Vengeance was superb. I'm going to go with Shinobi Art of Vengeance because it was so damn good. Like, phenomenally good. I don't think Battlefield 6 should be on this list. Doom is even making me give it a little side eye, but that belongs here more than Battlefield 6, in my opinion.
Oh,
Shinobi, for me. Shinobi
those are
Art of
my
Vengeance.
one and
Magnificent. What's your choice?
my number one is Doom. I'm 100% going with Doom: The Dark Ages.
Doom
I
was
fucking
good. Doom
thought
was
that
dope.
was-
Yeah.
I would have pulled Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 off of the fucking whatchamacallit if I had the power to put it on the actual
power
list of Game of the Year. This
Of
year.
the best action game has been stripped away.
But like, I also I haven't had as much fun in a multiplayer game screaming at the like nonstop action of everything exploding around me and just all of the like gunfights I've gotten into with my friends and like the insane situations we've gotten into as I have in Battlefield 6. So like, I'm also gonna put that in there.
Yeah. See, for me,
'Cause,
when I
like-
think of
like,
Battlefield
the
6, I always
action's
think
insane.
of you going against other people. I don't think of it like, oh, this whole action. When I think of action, I'm thinking of something that's kind of a story-based thing. You know what I mean?
I would agree
Yeah.
under normal circumstances, but I like the way that the environment and everything works in multiplayer. I fucking feel like I'm in the middle of a battle zone, and I kind of forget that I'm.
You
not
feel like you're in the
playing
middle of a
something
big
scripted.
major
Like,
campaign.
Actually, I actually,
Yeah.
There's the topic of emergent gameplay and like why people love like battle royales so much because like every match feels different, and this is the first kind of more arena style. Now, Battlefields have huge maps.
Yeah.
But it's still very arena style in comparison to like the
Call of
kind
Duty
of
or
the scale
whatever.
of maps that the scale of maps that you see in like a battle royale.
Okay.
Those are just huge. Those are otherworldly huge.
Okay.
And like it's the first time I've felt it like that, and it honestly feels like I'm playing the level, like I'm playing on hard in the level of like some campaign, and it's like all scripted, like the way that like the building is blowing up around me and my friend is pulling me to cover it. It feels like I'm playing something scripted, but it's not. We're doing all of the inputs, like and that's why like
I see
I
your
would give it
rationale.
to that. If we're talking just a single player, Battlefield 6 was dog shit.
No, I get your rationale though. I'll give you that one. I think you explained yourself well. Shout out to Stilo because I know he's over there cheesing hearing you talk up Battlefield 6. He's like, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I. You know, that's.
Why does
You
it sound
see,
like
you
that?
see it like how I see it. Yeah, that's how Stilo talks. Shout out to Stilo, all love, brother. What about you,
This is a
Danny?
category where I wouldn't be upset about a single game winning though. Like,
No, all of these are
Yo, hold on,
are
I feel
outstanding.
Fire, bro.
yeah, this is a fire
Yeah.
lineup of a list.
It can't be Ninja Gaiden because that's an Xbox game. It can't be Shinobi because nobody played that.
Shout out
one.
to Stilo, homie.
So it's. I mean, I want it to be Hades. It's got to be Hades.
It
Hades
probably
or Bust,
will
baby.
be Hades. Honestly, it's rated like a 91. It's probably going to be Hades. Being real,
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
and I know it's great. I just haven't played it, but I know it's great because I played part one. And part one is near a masterpiece. It's probably a masterpiece in terms of roguelites. I think, and I know part two is they've learned and got probably refined that. I beat part one about 40 times, and the way it's set up, you have to continuously beat it to get the full story. So it sounds crazier than what it is when I say I beat it 40 times. But that game is excellent.
Yeah.
So I know part two has to be excellent. Yeah, see, Slow Mo saying it's fantastic. I figured it would
Yeah,
be. I
my
got to play that. I
friends-
got it.
my
I
friends
haven't
bought
bought it. I just haven't downloaded it yet. But yeah. But the Shinobi, though, from what I did play here, I played
That
Shinobi,
checks,
Ninja
considering
Gaiden
how
4,
much
and
How
Doom.
long we've seen you play that? Like your playtime is like what, like 100 hours?
In which one?
Shinobi.
Oh, for Shinobi, I got it close to What do I have in it? I have about like 80
You have
hours
a
maybe.
lot in it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I got a good amount of hours in it, and the way it's made, hey, Shinobi, it's not a standard kind of like, oh, a little 2D little whatever. It actually has like you can do combos and like different ways of attacks,
Yeah.
and it's like it's really in depth in some ways. It's just a damn good game. Like Lizard Cube outdone themselves in my opinion. But I wouldn't be mad at any of these winning. Actually,
Yeah.
I think all of these are deserving in their own way. Even Battlefield 6, which I've only played the beta or whatever, but I know a lot of people are loving it. So, but
Yeah, it's
damn.
good. It's really good.
All right. What about you, Soil Tech? Did you give a vote?
Yeah, on this one, I really should stay away from because I really haven't played as many of the ones. But I would go for Shinobi, but
Okay.
I haven't played very many of these. I feel terrible voting for ones I haven't, and that's the
No,
whole thing
I feel
about
you.
like game of the year, man. Like you want to play all of the ones that are like been nominated, and that's why when you see the ones that don't win or that should win or whatever's objectively, you want all the people who are voting to have played those games so that like you get really like the critics choice, right? And that's what this is supposed to be, but it's really not. Shout out to Jeff Keighley for whatever he's doing, but that saddens me. So moving on.
No, I feel you. Best debut indie game. For the best debut game created by a new independent studio, you have Blueprints, which I think got like a 92 meta or something like that. You have Clear Obscure Expedition 33, which also scored, I think, like a 91 or 90, one of the two. Despalote, I never heard of this one. And Dispatch. All of these I've played except Despalote. Dispatch was excellent. Obviously, Expedition 33 was great. A masterpiece. And Blueprints, I have only played a little bit of it, so I can't even give a full thought. My two, obviously, is Dispatch and Expedition 33. And I love Dispatch a lot. It's phenomenal in its own way. It's not a gamey type game. And so to really try to break it down because of that, I'm going to have to go with Expedition 33 based off of all the other intangibles. Because I just think that Expedition 33 does so much more greatly, and sorry to sound like Trump. It does it greatly. But yeah, Expedition 33 for me on this one.
This category is a bad category because there's no leeway to make an argument in this category if you don't think the game can't win Game of the Year. None of these other games are nominated for Game of the Year except for Expedition 33.
Yeah.
So like, how can any of the other games not be? Let's look at the description. The best debut game. It's not talking about a genre. It's literally saying which of these games is the best game.
Yeah.
And only one of them's nominated for Game of the Year, and the other ones aren't. So how can the one that's not
impossible.
nominated for Game of the Year not just win this category?
True, but there is the other part where it says by a new independent studio, which qualifies obviously
but
ad
that
hoc.
qualifies to what could be in the list.
Yeah.
So but I'm saying like the only one like Expedition 33. If it doesn't win this, how could it win Game of the Year?
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's no other there's no qualifiers. Like there's no argument that can be made like in the RPG category.
Yeah.
Where like you can say, oh well, Expedition's the best sum of its parts.
Right, but not necessarily the best RPG. But
But
this
not
one you can
necessarily
say
the best RPG. This
for
one's
sure
the-
this has
the-
to be that if it's Game of the Year.
Yeah.
I agree with you there. So
And
that's
so-
more reason why I'm siding with it. I think it's just the best overall game that I
Right.
played this year, and that would include indies since it is.
And
an
the
indie
same
game.
thing's true with the independent category.
Yeah.
Like there's a separate category for best independent game, not debut, like not the first game from a studio. But it's like the same thing. It's like I think Expedition and Hades are like the only two that are like on it that like could win.
Expedition is about to clean up. I can just tell you right now.
like Expedition has to win this if it's going to win Game of the Year.
Yeah. What would you guys pick for this? So me, Expedition 33. I'm assuming 33 for you as well, Crusader.
Yeah, by default. I wish it would be Dispatch, but by default it has to be.
Yeah, Dispatch was great. I hope it gets some recognition. I don't think it'll win this, but I do side with Expedition on this one. What about you, Soil Tech and Danny?
Expedition 33.
33. Same for you, Danny?
Yeah, it's got to be Expedition 33. There's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way anything else could win that category.
And there's best independent that you mentioned, which
Yeah,
is
right. It's the same. It's the same problem, except in this one, at least Hades 2 could also win it, but that would mean Hades 2 should
now
therefore win Game
this
of
is
the
a
Year.
solid list, I gotta say though. So this is outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside of the traditional publisher system. So that's Team Cherry, that's Supergiant, that's Sandfall Interactive,
yes.
Doug
That one I
Bomb, Kenny Sun, and Guard Crush games with Absalom, which I loved. Ball X Pit did not play, but have it downloaded. Blueprints, Expedition 33, Hades 2, and Silk Song. This one is going to be tough because, I mean, like literally, this is a tough one. Like all of these, for at least, hold on, let me see. 1, 2, 3, at least five of these I've played. And like, I love all 5 I've played. So,
It's like 3 of them are in Game Pass, right?
excuse me, 4 of these I
Yes.
played rather, but
I believe
5 I know are
so.
like top of the top. Absalom was dope. I'm with you on that, Sotness. I don't think it was the best independent out of these though. I think that still goes to Expedition, and then I'm looking at Silk Song at the
Such
top
a
of
weird
these.
category, because either it's gonna be a like pity vote for the game that isn't going to win Game of the Year,
Yeah,
like, and it's like, oh, we're giving it this because it didn't. It's the one that's not gonna win Game of the Year, or it's just gonna go to the game that also wins Game of the Year. It's like like there's just so weird.
this gives them enough
structure of
leeway
these awards.
to me. This gives them enough leeway to give recognition to other great
Right,
games.
because they're saying outstanding achievement and not
Yeah.
best game. Yeah.
So for that being the case, I think this might go to Silk Song.
Yeah, it could go to Silk Song or Hades too, because both are nominated for Game of the Year, right?
Yep. Or at least
Yeah,
Hades.
it could go to either of those
yeah,
two
they're right.
if it's
They
going
are
to be the
both.
pity vote.
Yep.
If it does end up unified, then it's just Expedition. Like,
Yeah, for sure. And I'm with you on that, Slow. I'm just happy Absalom is nominated too. It deserves it. Yeah. Okay. So, what do you guys think, Danny Soil? I think it'll be possibly Silk Song for this one, if not Hades 2. So it's one of those two for me that I think will get this one.
I think Silk Song was more divisive than people are giving it credit for. I think
the
it's
difficulty was.
I think it's going to be
for
Expedition
people.
33.
Think so? Okay. It
Yeah,
seems
it's-
it seems like it will be. I just feel like they'll politic this one out to give a recognition to one of the other ones. I feel.
Yeah,
Wait, is Silksong not on the screen, or am I like
it's just not on the
mistaken?
screen. He's
okay.
he's in the-
Yeah, you can't see it on this.
It's gonna be Silksong.
You think so? Okay. So me and you were with Silk Song. I'm torn between Silk Song and Hades, but I'll settle with Silk Song. I do agree with Danny that it's more divisive, and I think Hades too is just kind of more universally loved. And to be fair, these judges are likely couldn't even make it through Silk Song. So, matter of fact, I don't think they can make it through Hades. Being honest, I don't think they can make it through any of these except maybe Expedition. So, hey. I don't know, but that said, to me, I think it's between Hades 2 and Silk Song for this one. But yeah, all right, moving forward. Best community support, best ongoing games for impact. You all care for best ongoing? Let's see.
I do, but like
Best ongoing.
I don't know. Like,
Okay,
it's
real
the same.
quickly-
It's basically the same games as it usually is. And it's probably gonna go to Helldivers too.
Yeah.
like-
So we'll quickly go through this one.
It should go to Helldivers too,
Yeah, like
So you got
because they get skipped, and like they're really like they unified like 3 different like
why is it though that
platforms.
getting the Halo stuff and the ongoing stuff and having the Halo stuff feel great and feel like Halo
yeah
in that game. Like, not even talking about the PlayStation, Xbox, like how wild it was that it happened. Just like that crossover and how much that revitalized that game was like phenomenal. Phenomenal for a game that's been out for over a year.
So why is it though like Sea of Thieves is always ignored when it comes to this?
Because I don't
Or
think
like
enough.
World of Warcraft.
I don't.
Or World
yeah,
of
like,
Warcraft. That's a good
was
point.
World of Warcraft always ignored for this, or like
League.
there's a lot of games that are ignored for this because I don't think that Sea of Thieves is in the zeitgeist as much. Like, I genuinely don't think there's as many people
That's true.
actively playing Sea of Thieves as these other games, despite it having the big updates, because it is far more niche.
That is
than
that
the
is
other
true. I will Agree to that.
It's far more unique.
Yeah.
But that makes it far more niche.
I think at the time, though, like maybe now for sure, I agree with you. But I think at the times we were snubbed in the past, it was like it had a lot of people playing it at that time, or at least a decent amount. You would
the
think
year that they did the
got
Pirates
some
of the Caribbean
recognition.
one, it was snubbed to shit. Like 100% will agree with you. This year, I don't think it's the same. I don't think you can make the same argument this year.
So they got Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, and the No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky I've never played, but the more I see of it, the more I'm like, I've missed out because it's so much stuff that's going on in that world that I've seen through clips and stuff. I'm like, wow, you can do a lot in here and travel around. It looks crazy good. I don't know what their measurement is for this. Yeah, and like, Fortnite.
I do think this is a popularity contest.
I'm thinking more so that
Truly
too,
more than anything. And I mean popularity in that, like, how popular did the reviewers see this game be online? Not how popular is it with me.
You're saying
but
like the zeitgeist of it.
How much did I see this?
Yeah, the zeitgeist. How much was it talked about, shown, etc.
Under a normal year, that would be 14. Like 14 has swept this many years in a row because it does that. But like 14's on it's not on like a downward spiral, but it's on they're really in between expansions right now.
Yeah, they didn't really do much this year.
They didn't do much this year, which is why I was like, there are other games that probably should have been put in over 14 this year.
I think the top now, not to say that none have. I mean, obviously, they're all adding. No Man's Sky just added a crazy big expansion too. I think like some months back.
Yep.
I would think.
I tell you what Baldur's Gate added this year. I'll be real with you. There was one update where you could kiss people more aggressively, and that's
they added a ton of new classes.
Well, Baldur's Gate is Baldur's Gate is not in this list, but I'm just saying. In
general, is it not ongoing?
No, it's not in.
I'm looking at community support. Which one are you looking at?
Best ongoing.
Well, the community support's because of the whole like modding AP, the like modding.
No, it's just because people were really happy that you could kiss Astarion more aggressively. That's all it is. You're giving them too much credit. These people are horny.
So looking at it though, Fortnite obviously has been getting. It has so much going on in that world as well. Helldivers 2 has been pretty big, still in the zeitgeist, and I'll say Marvel Rivals. I think those three are the top of the top as far as community, like people talking about it.
Yeah.
Slomo said that even just to read this, he says Fortnite broke its own record for concurrent players while adding OG maps and still never won anything. I think it'll probably continue that trend, unfortunately.
I do too.
I think it'll either be Marvel Rivals or Helldivers 2. They get this. Probably Marvel Rivals, because it seems like it was one of it's the new hotness. You know what I mean? But maybe they'll surprise us. We'll see.
I do think that Fortnite suffers extremely from like McDonaldism, for lack of a better word, in that it feels like fast food at this point.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
You know, like, and when the critics are looking at it, they're kind of ignoring it because it feels like McDonald's, Burger King in terms of
so they're so used to it being around that they're ignoring it.
Yeah, and it doesn't. Even when it's doing really cool things, it doesn't feel like it's doing.
I get
what
that.
it sounds like you're saying is called Xbox tax.
They did
kinda.
They're getting the Fortnite tax.
Yeah, but it's the Fortnite tax. Yeah, like I don't, and to a point, I don't know that I can fault people for feeling like that, and that does help. Honestly, it does help that other games get to have a spotlight, because otherwise Fortnite would just win it every year.
I feel though, like we talk about merit, and that's what these awards are ultimately supposed to be voted on, about merit. If we're going that route, you cannot ignore all the stuff Fortnite has had going for it.
No,
I don't even play the game, but I saw tons of stuff you can do in this world, and I'm like,
this year was crazy.
Yeah, so like
this
to me that seems unfair.
I cannot express this enough. Quentin Tarantino released a missing chapter from
he
Kill
sure
Bill
did.
series
That's right.
in Fortnite.
Yeah, like shit is insane.
There was a Simpsons. The Simpsons season was this year.
Mm-hmm.
There was a huge community event that was like end game level. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just the last couple months.
Yeah.
Like that's like since November. So I don't know, man. If there was like Helldivers 2, oh yeah, man, they added Halo. Wow, that's cool. They also are still delisted in like 150 fucking countries that they haven't fixed that shit.
Right.
Marvel Rivals, like that shit people talked about for like a week, and now I don't hear anybody talking about it. No Man's Sky, I'll never vote for No Man's Sky. I'll never give that company my fucking money. And Final Fantasy 14 didn't do shit this year. So like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I think probably Fortnite deserves it this time.
Well,
That's fair. Very
let's
fair
hope.
argument, like-
Let's pull for it. I'll go. I think Marvel Rivals might get it, but I'm pulling for Fortnite. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So we got to move a bit because I gotta get going. Moving to does Games of Impact matter? Let's see what's on here.
I think it's the only one South of Midnight's nominated for.
It
I believe
is.
there's
I see
two.
it.
I think there's
Which is
there's two.
fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
South of Midnight should have been an OST for at least for best music. Like I
It
feel,
might be
Yeah.
for art.
I feel
It's
salty
in
that
for,
it's not
It's in
there.
for accessibility, and I honestly don't know why.
Accessibility.
I mean, just for shits
Yeah.
and giggles, like, what do we think that's listed over here is going to win?
I'm gonna
I
go with
think it's
South of
South of
Midnight.
Midnight.
Yeah, I think South of Midnight
It
for
better
Yeah,
be.
South of Midnight, yeah.
yeah, because they
Games
got well. To be fair, I have not seen I don't know what I don't know what any of these three Wonder Stop, Despelote, and Consume Me. I don't know what any of these three are about. I
I've
played a
heard
bit of
South
Lost
of
Records.
Midnight. Yeah.
And I know it's kind of a coming of age. South of Midnight is slightly a coming of age, and more than that, right? But
Mhm.
I'm pulling for South of Midnight here to win something. I want it to win something. I think it should have been in music though, but
I think it should have been an art.
maybe
Visual
art too.
design.
Yeah. But I'm pulling for that for Games of Impact for South of Midnight. These other three I haven't played, so I can't really give a fair take on this one. Innovation and accessibility. I just want to look at it. Yep, it's in there.
Ubisoft is rightfully nominated
For
because like
Assassin's
they are
Creed.
kind of on fire with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Dooms was great because like Dooms you could tone everything to the exact way you wanted it, which means you could make it easier or harder.
Yep, it did have a lot of
You could
options.
tune everything to exactly perfect for you.
Yeah, look, Games for Impact is Jeff's DEI category. He just can't call it DEI. I can see that. I know some of the the grifter idiots are probably going to call it the woke category. Best performance. Here we go. Quickly for this one, guys. Best performance awarded to an individual with voice over acting, motion and or performance capture. You got the beloved Ben Starr, Daniel's favorite here, from Expedition 33. Shout out to Ben Starr.
I'll do it. I'll kiss him right now.
We got Charlie Cox, also from Expedition 33. We got Erika Ishii from Ghost of Yote. We have Jennifer English of Expedition 33. And we have Konatsu Kato from Silent Hill F. She looks just like that character, mind you. Troy Baker, Indiana Jones, and by the way, he did an excellent job as Indiana
He
Jones.
did a really good job. He won't win this, but
He's not going to win this, unfortunately. I think that Expedition, they look at how many from Expedition. We got 3 people here from Expedition 33.
I think they should probably put a cap on how many people for like realistically they should separate it like everyone else does to like lead performance and supporting performance.
Right.
But like because having 3 people from one game
fair.
is fucking stupid. Like
I
that's
also
ridiculous.
see. I also think that like you can't just put a game in where the performance is worse because one game has so many good performances.
Yeah.
Like this
guess
isn't
I
an
see that
award
too.
for a game. This
Yeah.
is an award
Sure.
for the best performance. And if all 6
Sure.
of those were from the same game, then God forbid, like they are all from the same
No,
game.
I
Like,
say honestly, I say fuck them then. If they're not, because then just pick the best one from that game. Because the nominations, that ain't shit. Just pick 1 or 2 from that game, and you're fine. Especially in this case where you're looking at it, and Charlie Cox doesn't even want the damn thing.
now,
I
you're
actually
right.
I actually agree with I don't think it was Crusader whoever said it that like there should be like a supporting
Oh,
cast
they're
or
100%. 100%.
like this is like this medium really lends itself to really reflecting the movie industry, right?
Well-
like aside from that, like really what we're doing is we're playing out a movie in a video game. We really should allow there to be at least that level of like extension for like what they're doing, because to lump them all under like one singular
Yeah.
category, it's unfair to like what they're
Esports
doing.
gets
It's
7.
unfair to the director. It's unfair to the actor. It's not okay. I definitely think, and you're going to sports, right? Like
Yeah, esports gets like 7. Like why?
I see
cares?
all of your point of views on this, honestly, but I will side more to the point of if they're so great and it's overshadowing other performances in other games, they should still be listed because they're so damn great. Like, I don't think they should be snubbed just because we want to add other people in and give them a chance if these people are so much better than them in that other game.
The best
I would
way
err on
to
that
do
side.
it is to separate the categories.
Yeah,
Then
you gotta separate the categories.
You can talk about, because like there is a difference between performing as the protagonist, like the main character, and as a secondary character. There's a big difference. And to Charlie Cox's point, because this is something that wasn't brought up, there should be an award for the best motion capture artist.
Yeah, he
sometimes
did say that.
that's the
That's
same
what
as
he
the
said,
performer.
This is
Sometimes
considered
that's someone totally
part of
different.
that. That's
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Again, it should be split.
Yep.
Like,
I can agree with
because-
that. I think that makes sense. I think also categories, like you said, as far as like y'all said, supporting, best actor, or best leading, best maybe supporting actor. That all that makes sense. I agree with that. And because gaming has become much more Hollywood in that aspect, I'm with that too, cinematic and such. As far as this list goes, though, from the 6 here nominated, all well deserving. I did play a bit of Silent Hill F. Konatsu Kato did a great job. All of these other ones automatically stand for themselves. Only one I didn't see perform is Erika Ishii, but I'm sure she did a great job. For me, I'm going with Ben Starr as Verso.
Oof,
he was, and that's tough to say. It's tough because Cox did a great job. Baker did a great job. English did a great job. It's tough. Like, that's how great Expedition 33 is with their voice acting. I still think Ben Starr, just off the emotion that he performed with as Verso, I gotta go with the boy. I think he was phenomenal.
I'm gonna have to agree with you, doggy. I'll he had like three. He had like most of that whole game, and he carried it because he was the main character without spoiling anything.
Yep. And just emotionally, like if you hear him talking as Verso, and Danny, you gotta. I'm pleading with you to finish playing that game and really get into it.
I'm telling you, that dude's washed. I don't know.
You ain't right.
I get that the game's good, but I'm promising you, he's just hot. He's just sexy, and that's okay. He's allowed to be.
He's sexy,
like,
and you
the
said it's
himboification
just okay,
of voice actors has gone too far.
He's a himbo. He does look. Now that you say it, I'm looking at him. He does look a bit like Hassan.
Look,
now that you say that, he
I'm
looks
just saying
himbo-ish. I can see that.
I know he's all.
BT
I
just
know
told
he's
us that
everybody's
he's a short
friend.
king.
Yeah.
Are you okay with
hot
that?
as hell.
No, seriously though, I'm with Ben Starr on this. What would you all say? Crusader, who would you go with?
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker.
Literally no contest.
He was excellent as Indiana for sure.
I genuinely only in a few moments of his performance could tell that was not Harrison Ford.
He was great as Harrison Ford. Like, he sounds just like him.
Carried Indiana Jones.
Troy Baker should get a Lifetime Award, honestly, or something like that. Because, like, even I think about his other roles and, like, think about how his range from Indiana Jones to Joel to freaking Joker, he sounds just like Mark Hamill. This dude is literally goated. If I'm going to throw goated on somebody, this is one I would say he deserves something for recognition for that. Okay, so for you, Troy Baker, me, Ben Starr, Danny, what about you?
The performance that I really would have voted for wasn't in here, by the way. It was what's his face, also from Expedition, and that would have been
You've gone too far.
Gollum. What's his face? Andy Serkis.
Oh, he was excellent too. That's why I said
that's
what
Expedition 33 too.
Literally
voted that, but he didn't make the list.
Everybody on here could have been from Expedition. I'm just gonna be real with you.
Yeah, truly.
Like, everybody here could have literally been from Expedition 33. That's how great the voice acting cast was.
Right.
Yeah.
It really, really was.
Yep.
I think maybe it was just a good game. I think maybe it's just a good game and y'all are overhyping it.
Keep playing it, brother.
Look, I've seen some of these cutscenes. I'm watching one of him talking right now. He's just doing his normal voice. He's just doing, I'm a hot guy and I'm here being hot now.
You have to watch it all within context and and fully get
then
into it. Then
it's the writing that's good, not the voice acting.
I think it's a mixture of both.
No, but like, you know,
Monaco
it
was dope too. I agree.
That
Slow-mo.
It takes something to breathe, like, even if it's like crappy dialogue, you have to breathe it into life. It takes the actor to be able to do that. Even if it's in their own monotone voice or whatever's, if they can breathe dialogue into life and you're like, like, for example, look at Loki. Like in the Marvel movies, those lines were really trashy lines, but like he breathed them into life. You're like, oh shit.
Again, I think Tom Hiddleston also maybe just hot.
No.
I think maybe we're just looking at hot guys
Daddy
and we're
is-
being like,
Daddy is
hot
just
guys
too
is talented.
Danny is just the cynical critic here. That's what he is.
I think maybe
like
sexy
I said-
people is good.
I
anyone
personally think that he looks like a weirdo.
Ben
If you
Starr?
ask me,
Starr,
right?
Twitter.
Wait, which
like
one?
Hiddleston, right? Like,
Oh.
but he really looks like Loki, and he brings Loki to like this
Yeah.
whole like
Sexy Loki.
he anthropomorphizes him, like whatever, right? Like
I thought
he really brings
I
those lives
get
to
what
life.
Soil Tech is saying 100%. I think the certain actors just elevate that character to being much more than what they were supposed to be. And I don't think Loki was even supposed to be as big. Like, he clearly wasn't sought to be this big as he ended up being, having his own spinoff show and everything like that. Hiddleston did that. You know what I mean? Like, he was that good that he produced 2 seasons of a spinoff show because of his acting.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and also he's really hot.
So Slomo said he thinks it sounds like Danny is a little biased against men he finds attractive.
Yeah, okay.
It's possible. It's possible. But all I'm saying is, in every other thing I've ever heard Ben Starr voice act in, I'm just like, that's just a guy adding like 1% gravel to a normal human voice, and that's his whole shit.
What? Listen, I thought he was fine
here's
as
Ben Starr.
Clyde, though.
Here's Ben Starr normal in an interview. Here's Ben Starr when he's voice acting, and it's the same fucking thing in every title he's ever been in.
He was like, he was not
I'm
like
Ben
that as
Starr,
Verso though.
and I'm like me, but if I was sexier.
No.
What if my voice was as sexy as my face?
As
Wouldn't
Verso
that be
though, he
great?
was much more dignified as Verso. He didn't have.
Are you telling me he doesn't sound like that? You telling me
He
he's not
still
just
got a
going,
bit of the
my
little.
name's Verso, and I'm really hot. I
He's
got
stupid.
one little bit of gray in my hair. because that's what French
He said, "I got a little bit of
Wow.
gray in my hair." He did have a gray in his. You stupid, man.
I have a tragic backstory that will be revealed in the third act,
Oh,
probably based on the fact that
yeah.
I have to appeal to every YA actors ever need.
You don't know how much.
Wait, hold on.
You don't know how
can
much
I
on
take
the
some
head
guesses?
you are right
Wait,
here.
no,
That's
no,
the
no,
funniest
no, no.
part.
Can I take some guesses? Because I'm looking
No,
at a
don't
picture
say
of the
it.
man.
Don't say
I'm
it.
not,
Don't say
I'm-
it.
You don't have to tell me if I'm right. Here's my guesses. I don't know fuck all about this game.
Yeah.
I bet he's a tortured soul with a dark past. He's done some shit he shouldn't have done, and he's probably supposed to get in trouble for it, but he's not gonna, because by the time we find out, we love him because he's really hot. And also, probably he's got some kind of like spurned old lover, and maybe it's that paintress bitch. That'd be really
Oh.
fun.
Well, okay.
So yeah, no, you're wrong.
You
But
had,
almost there, but you left.
you
it.
in
But like-
you in the right area. I would say you kind of lukewarmish, but
He's like, and
you're going towards it. You're going towards the heat. I'll say that. But yeah.
how many other characters in the cast fall in love with him and then hate him by the end of the game?
That's not a thing.
Yeah, it's a
that's
little
not-
different. It's a little different. It's a little different. You on the right track though in
Is he-
some ways.
is he-
I'll give you that.
Mhm.
You on the right track.
You know why? You know why I could get on the right track? Because I'm Ben Starr, and I'm the same guy every
Hey.
time.
He's secretly
I'm
been
the
Star all
same
this
guy
time.
Every
Well,
time.
I mean, to a certain extent, you're right. You know, Ben Starr is pigeonholed into like those roles, and so he's going to be expected to bring those roles to life. So
I'm
yeah,
Ben
I'm not going
Starr.
to discount that.
Yeah.
I'm Ben Starr, and I got this nomination because I'm friends with people who vote on this thing. I've been on a lot of podcasts, and they sat next to me, and they were like,
on.
"He's
I think
really
Umbra
hot."
has to get some shit done.
Yeah.
No, he's not going to work tonight. I don't know. I haven't played Ghost of Yote, but I do like Erika Ishii.
I do like
So
Erika
I wouldn't be mad if she got the vote. I'd probably say Troy Baker, because I also have literally I've only played one of these games, so I don't fucking, my opinion here doesn't matter.
So okay, so me and
My secret vote is for Erika Ishii.
that's
I
your
think she's
secret
great.
vote?
I love her in Worlds Beyond Number. If she wins an award, I'll be happy for her.
Okay, so for Soil Tech, that's you with Erika Ishii. Danny, you with Erika Ishii. I'm with Ben Starr,
I'm
with
Troy
the
Baker.
grovelly voice, and you are with Troy Baker, Crusader. Okay, all right.
I
You heard me do the
think
grovelly
Danny
voice.
said gravel.
Danny,
Sorry, I
check
just
your
saw.
DMs.
I just saw it. That's true. That
Yeah.
is true. That's me and Ben
You
Starr.
I tweeted it out on Twitter.
No spoilers. No, we won't do any
Good.
spoilers, Kage. Let's see. Okay, so best audio. We're going to quickly go through these guys as quick as we can. Best audio design. I believe that I feel a way with South of Midnight not being here. I think it should have been
Yeah.
here. But
because they
for
built the songs into every level. Like
They
that's
did.
so important to what that game is.
They
Like I
did.
get that audio design and music are different, but still.
yeah, that and it's clever to tie to how the level plays out, and I thought that deserves some recognition, but it is what it is. We have Silent Hill F, Ghost of Yotei, Death Stranding 2, Expedition 33, and Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 does have some great audio design. I think this is slightly different than just thinking of the OST, to be fair. So, audio design wise, Expedition 33 has great sound design for sure. Like the attacks, how they sound, and the when you counter or parry, all of that sounds really crisp and good. And then you hear certain notes of the music in the background, like all kind of cascading together. It sounds really good, especially if you all have ever tried it with headphones on. Battlefield 6, I only played a bit of it, but from what I've played, I did play with headphones on actually. That sounds really good as far as audio design. The guns sound crisp. You hear background sounds with bullets and flying around, tanks shooting, buildings crumbling around. That it does have good audio design from what I've heard from Battlefield 6. Silent Hill F, I haven't played enough of it. I only played an hour of it, so I can't give a full thought. Definitely creepy, but atmospheric wise, but I don't know if it stands up to Battlefield 6 and Expedition 33. Other two from Ghost of Yotei and Death Stranding 2, I can't comment on. I haven't played them. What would you guys say?
So wait, what's the one that's cut off on the screen right now?
Silent Hill F. Let me see what's showing on the screen for you guys.
It'd be the 6th one, the furthest one to the right.
Oh, it's only
There
showing
isn't the
5.
sixth one, there's only
yeah,
5.
it's just 5. Yep.
Oh, there's only 5? Okay.
Yep.
I'm probably gonna give this one to Battlefield. Because like music obviously is going to Expedition, but like that's only one element of the audio design, and like my goodness is the battle. Just like what I was saying, like the reasons for it's the best action game, like that just kind of doubles with the audio design. Man, it's so good.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad at any of these winning. I think they're probably all deserving.
Yeah.
I can't speak for the 2, but the other 3 I can definitely speak toward. I think Battlefield 6 makes a lot of sense. I know Vince had the team working overtime to make sure everything was A1. And from what I played, it does sound good. I'm probably more biased towards Expedition 33, but I wouldn't be mad at Battlefield taking this one. What about you, Danny?
I don't know. I haven't actually played any of these games. I wouldn't be surprised if Death Stranding won it, because I feel like sound design is like a big part of the first one, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's also true of the second one. But also, it should probably go to Expedition 33, because I heard at one point you can hear the sweat dripping off Ben Starr's balls, and that's pretty sexy, baby.
Pause.
I already knew where you were about to go when you said it. When you said I wouldn't.
I thought about it when Crusader was talking and started laughing to myself.
No, as soon as you
And
said
it wasn't
Expedition 33,
funny.
I'm like, I know where he's about to go with this. What about you, Soil Tech? You there, Soil Tech? Okay.
Yeah. I think that Battlefield should probably win because it needs to, because the sound design on that game has to be like precise. It's a game I played and I think it's great. Expedition 33, oh man, like you can predict certain parries from the sound.
That's good
right?
design. Yeah.
That and sometimes like some of those like battle like soundtracks were just like so rocking, and you go from one genre to the other. Again, that might lend itself to OST whatnot, but like I think there has to be, I mean, the battle sounds, right? Like that really did something. So that one's up there. I can't really say too much for like, you know, the 2-3 hours I played for Death Stranding 2. I didn't really get that. I'm assuming like if I like did the 3D sound and I really got into it, that I'd hear like the engineers like really do their thing. Yote, I didn't touch it. I can't say anything. And same thing for Silent Hill. I can't touch it. I'm thinking Silent Hill should have a good sound design to it because of the nature of the game, because you're just listening to the sound you're watching. But for what I experienced, I'm gonna be a fraud, and my heart says Expedition 33. My body says Battlefield 6.
But my body's telling me Battlefield 6. All right. So okay,
sir.
we're all through that. Shout out to Ben Starr again. Best score and music. Now this is the one where I feel South of Midnight should have been nominated in. Now this is for outstanding music, inclusive score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. There's no way to me South of Midnight shouldn't have been included on this one.
Yeah. I have a lot of gripes with this category in general. I think licensed music should not count for this shit. I think that's crazy.
I agree.
Because literally just buy good songs, I guess.
Right.
Like if you want the award. But if you took that out, then Death Stranding couldn't be nominated, so they're never going to take it out.
Yep.
South of Midnight should be in here. It's fucking and the thing that annoys me the most about this is that there's only 5 nominees.
Yeah, they could have thrown it in there. All right, you're right.
There's a lot of other categories got 6. Game of the Year's got like 10 or some shit.
Yeah, like
you got an empty slot right there.
You could have thrown in a 6 on this one. Come on,
bro.
So you got Wood.
I've heard the music.
Yeah,
I've heard the music in Expedition 33 is great, so I'm sure that's what is going to happen.
Yeah, it's world class.
Yeah, but I don't know. For my money of the games I played, I would give it to Hollow Knight probably. I think Hollow Knight music fucking slaps. There's a reason why Hollow Knight 1's soundtrack is in the background of like every YouTube video these days. And it's because it slaps.
It is great.
It sets a vibe like nothing else. Like it's real good.
Well, they also don't DMCA you for using it.
and they won't sue you, which is nice.
So I guess I will give.
That's good awards strategy.
So I'll quickly say their names just because it's specifically for people at least. I'll give them a shout out. Christopher Larkin for Hollow Knight, Darren Korb for Hades 2, Lorian Testard for Expedition 33, Toma Ottawa for Ghost of Yote, Woodkid and Ludwig Forsil for Death Stranding. Now, to be fair, Expedition 33, the way they went about finding their musical director and everything like that and getting the music, I thought was very unique and very cool how they went about doing it, the story behind that, and it turning out to be damn good, the score that they gave for Expedition 33, which was honestly what helped make it such a memorable game. So I wouldn't be surprised if Expedition 33 actually wins this too.
Yeah, I think that I don't think that this is even a competition.
Yeah,
I think this is one of the few categories. It's, in my opinion, clear cut.
Mm-hmm. I think it's Expedition
that soundtrack is immaculate.
It's phenomenal. Like I'm over here like I almost
I'm
started
putting
singing.
it up there with the best soundtracks that video games have had.
I would agree, actually.
Whoa.
No,
yeah, it's that
good.
Damn
good.
The
Danny doesn't want to believe us.
With the Halo
soundtrack.
OST.
The fact that I'm comparing it to Halo 3 soundtrack it should express how awesome I think that soundtrack is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do that with much of anything.
Whoa, man.
It's good.
Up there next to I Want to Take You for a Ride from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Come on now.
Danny, you got to, you know what? You have to play. We got to get you to play through Expedition 33 so you
y'all
can see
remember
what we mean.
Hey, if we hit, you know what? How about
I can't
this?
get that music out of my head. It's been like
we hit
now.
10K subscribers. I'll play it on the channel live. How about that?
I will personally
y'all know what y'all got to do.
campaign for you to get more subscribers.
Subscribe, motherfucker. I'll play it live on channel. And the whole time I'll just talk about how sexy Ben Starr is.
You gotta have the picture. Yeah, you gotta have the picture that I sent you in the corner.
So let's see.
No, I'm not, because it's gonna be a framed picture of Ben Starr that I have in my room with me. No, it's not gonna be. Come on.
There you go. This
Honestly,
also could have had 6 nominees. Best art direction had Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, and Silk Song for best art direction. Tough one here. Expedition 33 has great art direction. Hades 2, from what I've seen of it, just from videos and images, is great. Hollow Knight is almost in a class of its own. It is reminiscent of, obviously, of the first game. And so this one is tough for me right here. I would lean toward Expedition 33 just out of bias, but I think Silk Song has its own kind of dark beauty about it that I lean toward more. I'm going to go with Silk Song for this one.
I'm going to go with anything but Ghost of Yote. And my reason for that is Ghost of Yote is a very pretty game, but all of the other ones are not going to suffer from its problem of it's totally based in realism.
Yeah. Well,
and
Death Stranding's
it's
not
going
super
to
far off.
it is, but there's a lot of nonsense Kojima nonsense in it, where there's a lot of like absolute nonsense fantastical stuff going on too. Like with
Right.
like from the initial like cinematic guitar sword trailer thing. There's enough unique, not grounded in reality, even though it's realistic, that like it'll hold its own, like artistically. Whereas Ghost of Yotei is only going to be thought of as very good looking until the next generation of really good looking things causes it to be surpassed.
I can see.
And then it will be kind of forgotten, which is why I don't think it should have even been nominated. Even though it is very pretty, its direction is not something that is lasting.
I can agree with that. I can see what you
I
mean.
agree. Take it out, put in South of
It's
Midnight.
like,
You got me.
again, Ghost of Tsushima. Tsushima really,
Tough sell.
Ghost of Tsushima was really, really pretty. But then you look at it in comparison to its own successor game, and you're like, man, it doesn't hold up to it.
I get what you're saying.
And that takes the entire direction down.
I get
So,
what
like,
you're saying
I would go for
100%.
any of the other games besides it, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. It
for
deserves the award.
For that reason is
Like-
why I think Silk Song and like Hades 2 I
Yeah.
think stand out more than anything.
And it's not like I think Ghost of Yotei is an ugly game. I just don't think that its direction is something that is going to last.
I get you. Yeah. Makes perfect sense to me. So any of these other ones for you, I'm leaning towards Silk
any of them.
Song.
Yeah,
Silk
me
Song
too.
or Hades
I,
2.
if I had to pick one.
Yeah. Okay. Danny, what about you for this one?
Shoot. I feel like I have to say Hades too,
Yeah.
because
Fair.
You can't go wrong with it. I think this,
Yeah, I don't think
yeah.
there's a wrong choice besides
I've got social obligations to vote for Hades 2 in as many places as possible.
There you
so.
go. You got to hold those obligations. Hold to them. Soil Tech, what about you, brother?
With the name like Claire Obscure, and in the name in the category of art direction, I cannot but veer from like the only game that even lends itself to like winning this category by virtue of its name.
To be fair to Expedition, does have great like enemy design. I think that in a lot of ways that goes toward that art direction. Does in ways too. To be fair, but I will say Expedition, because it's an Unreal Engine game, has a bit of that Unreal sameness. That's the only way I can put it.
Unreal. You're actually you're critiquing.
I'm actually being critical of it in this way.
Wow.
Yeah, it took a lot for me to say
Sorry,
that.
guys.
It took a lot for me to say it, believe me. But it does have a bit of that Unreal look that you're going to get in other games. That's the only reason why. Yeah. AC Shadows, by the way, would, in my opinion, Gray, should be over in here versus Yotei. AC Shadows is phenomenal looking.
Sure. Yeah, but I wouldn't
think
put
it has
either
the
of them.
same problem.
It does have the same
Like,
problem, but I'm saying as
Yeah.
far as if we're talking about graphic visuals, AC Shadows looks better than Yotei. So, like,
Great
clearly
graphics,
better.
Great gameplay. Should still be South of Midnight.
Agree.
Honestly.
Neither
Yeah,
one should be here,
if
but if I
South
were
of
to
Midnight was
replace
in
it
here-
with that, it'll be.
If
I
South
wouldn't
of
have a
Midnight is in here,
problem with it.
wins. Yeah.
Yeah, if South of Midnight is in here, it should win. Yeah, for 100%. Because it's that's the only game.
Keeper's a good one too.
Because South of Midnight's the only game that
Keeper is
I
another good
played
one.
this year that like
Fast
had
speed too.
visual reveals that like hit me in the gut. Like you see a couple of things, or like especially with the music. This crazy is not in music, where like certain cues will happen when you like turn a corner and you're like, "This is the best game ever made. This is fucking 10 out of 10. This is outstanding."
Speaking of Keeper, though, I will be reviewing that for the Lords on the Lognet channel. So look out for that.
Nice. He's a keeper. Keep him.
Keeper. That game is beautiful.
Slow-mo said this has been clipped and will be used against you at a later date. I shouldn't have said a damn thing. Keeper, though, I could see Keeper being here for art direction as well. I could see that. I don't know if it would have. It only would have been here in honor of like a recognition. Like, hey, this was kind of cool. It wouldn't have won
An
against these
honorable
other
mention
ones.
or something like that.
Yeah, it wouldn't have stood a chance
still-
against the other ones here. I don't think outside
still
of
think it's-
Yotei.
Yeah, like I still think like either of those games should have had Yotei's slot. Like
I can see that.
I get that Yotei is a very very pretty game. I just don't think in terms of like
No, I get you.
I guess technically it's the technical achievement of it is really cool, I guess.
The-
and I guess that fits the category.
And
but, like,
that's
it's
exactly
not
where you got it
lasting.
right. And that's why I say
Yeah.
Shadows is technically better in every fashion. And like
Yeah.
Fuzzy said in the chat, I've said this before as well. The raining happening on in Shadows as you walk through and it's raining,
Yeah.
it is some of the best I've seen in any game I've ever played. For a fact. It is phenomenal
Yeah.
looking. Like I was like blown away. And the sound design with it too, with the wind blowing and all that. It just I can't praise Shadows enough for the visuals of what they did with that Anvil engine. That said, we got to move forward. Going to skip ahead. We got best narrative, best game direction, and game of the year. Quickly through these three. Best narrative, outstanding storytelling narrative development in a game. Expedition 33.
Expedition.
Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Silent Hill F. I'm also going with Expedition 33, no question.
Expedition.
Not even a question. I won't even think
I
about
assume Soil, yours is also going to be Expedition.
Yes, sir.
I
it
assume
should be-
Danny,
it should be
you're gonna
Death
say
Stranding
something
2.
else.
It should be Death Stranding.
I dropped a tier or 3.
because they talk about the PP.
There you
They
go.
talk about the PP ghosts, and that made me cry. I like the PP.
I
don't know
Slow-mo
if I
says
can.
that Dispatch could have been on this one. I agree with you, actually,
Yeah.
Slow-mo. The narrative Dispatch could have been in this one. I agree with that.
Yeah,
I feel like
mean,
Dispatch
again,
got robbed for its like weekly, the weekly releases, and
Yeah.
like how close that was to the voting.
That's true.
period.
I just also
Yep.
think it was probably a little too late. Like I
Yeah,
think
that's what
people had
that's
already
exactly
sort
what
of
I mean.
made up their
Yeah,
mind.
y'all saying
Yeah.
the same
But it's-
thing. Yep. It was just too late.
For my
basically.
money. Again, this is one that I feel like South of Midnight should have been nominated for. Probably not win, but should have probably been nominated for because it's the only game this year that like actually had me like in tears.
It got listen, I'm a manly man, you know. Everybody tells me so. I
Right. Of course.
I also was in tears at points in South of Midnight. No lie. Like there was a specific moment. Me and Kay talked about it a few times, and it got both of us. Like I was blown away by that part. It still resonates in my head. Like wow, that did not expect that to get me like that, and it got me. And it
Are we
just
talking
honestly-
about the tree song?
No. He's talking about he 100%. You're talking about the Mama Will Be There in the morning.
100%.
You're talking about
100%
Yeah.
that one. Mama will be there in the morning. That
and then
part
they hug,
caught me
and
so
then Hazel,
good.
And then Hazel's like, me next.
Me next, Mama. Me and you next. I was dog. I did not expect that to get me like that. And once you're going through the level and you see all of the stuff, the lore of what they're talking about, which is tied to the real world, obviously, it resonates even more so for me. Obviously, for you, and you would understand, Danny, what I'm saying when I say that, because from slavery, things of that nature, and how they had to escape this showboat essentially. And I won't go further than that because I want people to experience it for themselves. But that part
It's so good.
choked the hell out of my tear duct.
Man, I agree. Take Ben Starr out of best narrative, best performance, and put in the girl who played Hazel. I agree.
Crusty ass
Man,
tear duct.
I'm
My
glad
crusty-ass
it was
tear
your
duct.
idea.
Yeah, he put in Hazel in here. Hazel replaces Ben Starr's verso. We have
Hold on. Who did play her?
best
looking
game
it up.
direction. We have awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, and Split Fiction. Best game direction. Now this is outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
This almost never goes to Game of the Year, by the way. Like this is almost
Yeah,
always,
they always
when
split
people
this.
are deciding. They're like, well, if the Game of the Year is this, then we're gonna give the best direction to this. It's like almost always
the
the runner-up
runner-up?
award.
I'm gonna go out
Um,
flat out easily and say Split Fiction deserves this one. I think it's super creative.
Hazelight is
super
for
creative,
sure, that's like
innovative, all of that. It fits this perfectly for
It
this.
don't even matter. It don't even matter. Hazelight's it's a darling. It's a darling
It
for,
is a
for the
darling.
Game Awards in particular. So they're
Yeah.
gonna give it something. And
I fully
and
expect
it-
them to come out there cursing out billionaires or somebody this year as well. So yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
you.
it's gonna be either Split Fiction or Death Stranding. Like it's
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm going with Death Stranding just because, like, when it comes to how people think about game direction, everything Kojima does is like praised unto God. And then we have Norwegian Kojima with Sam Lake. So like when one of their games is here, it's usually one of those two that's winning it.
Yeah,
So
they're gonna give
probably gonna go
Kojima
with Death
something.
Stranding.
He's getting
Yeah.
something before he leaves this award show. That's for certain.
Yeah, I think this
I'm gonna leave
is
with
like
something.
the This is the Kojima / Sam Lake award of awards. Like Alan Wake 2 won this, didn't it?
What is
I
Gray
looked up
talking
Hazel's,
about? Gray
I
said
looked up
best
Hazel's
direction,
voice
not
actor.
erection. I don't know what Gray's on. Gray's over
I mean,
there
like,
drinking.
I would be very happy if Split Fiction.
What
won.
your
I
ass say?
see. I
If it-
fully
yeah.
am like it's the Kojima. It's the
Kojima one?
auteur award. So it's
For
going to go
sure.
to.
Wow.
The only other thing it could go to in this list, I think, is Split Fiction.
Yeah.
Because he's the other like auteur.
Yeah. So it's coming down to the battle of
It's going to come down to the battle
the beloveds, the battle of the
beloved
beloveds.
game director. It's the game director award,
Right.
Not even like the direction award. So it's going to come down to one of those two.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this one's going to be tough. I think if we're wearing out who's the favorite, Kojima's going to win out any day of the week for Keeley. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
might be right.
Well,
I think possibly see that going to him just because of that. But Split Fiction would get my vote just based off the actual merit and tangibles from it.
I looked
What
up
were
the
you
voice actress for Hazel. Her name's Adrienne Ray.
Adrian Ray.
And Gali Miss Molly.
Good golly, Ms. Molly.
And an actual queen.
Yeah, I've seen her actually in an interview. I think actually Paris interviewed them as well. Talked to her and a few other the people behind the voices, which was pretty cool. Yeah.
She's in 2 episodes of Atlanta.
Nice. Atlanta was actually pretty good. That's what
I need to watch
Danny Glover. Not Danny, Donald Glover.
No, yeah, I always mess up their names too.
Yeah, it happens.
Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino. And then finally, Game of the Year. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. That's Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Silk Song, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Yeah.
I have played.
Can you say
4
Donkey
of
Kong
3
Bonanza
of
again
these.
one more time?
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Oh my
Not
God,
found.
you called it out. Yeah, I do think that that's a weird one to be. Just looking at like how the other nominations have panned out, like Donkey Kong didn't really get nominated for much. I think it's crazy that it's here.
Yeah. I also think it's crazy that it's here because there are other games that could have been put here.
You know, to that point, I'm moving stuff around. I'm sorry. To that point, yeah, Donkey Kong wasn't recognized for anything else. So wouldn't it be hilarious? It wasn't recognized for anything else, and it's like Game of the Year, Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm like,
Yeah, I think it had like 1 or 2 other ones, but yeah, nothing too crazy. It was like Family Game or something.
I'm going to tell you right now, I love the hell out of Donkey Kong Bonanza. Hit it, Soil Tech. There you go. And I love Silk Song. I loved Expedition 33. I'm still obviously going to go with 33 here, no question. But if I had to pick one that could upset it, one that could possibly upset it, I'm going to go with Death Stranding 2 because of his Kojima love. I feel like it might be and I saw his little supercut video for the awards too, and it had Death Stranding featured. I'm weary of him. I don't trust him. I also don't think many of the voters actually played through Expedition 33 fully, and I think their vote will be skewed because of that. But I'm siding with Expedition 33.
I don't think that it's going. I don't think it's an actual competition. I think it's just Expedition 33.
I
I
also
don't think it's like. I don't think it's like years past where there's like it's between two. Like years where it was like God of War versus whatever God of War was against. Like I think this is just Expedition 33.
I also think that the voting block is going to be very like anti-big corpo, and so I think big company games are going to have a tougher time this year. Like I think that's going to be the skew.
What's really interesting about Death Stranding is like even it now, like PlayStation is only publishing. They don't even own that IP anymore. Kojima owns
No, they
it
don't.
outright.
Yeah.
It's like he owns it independently.
Yeah, but it's being published through I don't know. So but cuz I mean look at it, normally in a year we have like one token little indie game in there.
With 3 indie games.
And they're not token. They're bangers. Yeah. Like they're probably better than the other 3.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't know who does Kingdom Come. That could technically be indie too. I really don't know shit about that team.
They are independently owned, but I don't know if I don't know who publishes it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call them indie if it's there. I mean, look at Deep Silver. That's a pretty big one, isn't it?
Are they owned by Deep
Warhorse?
Silver,
Warhorse.
I think that's the publisher.
Warhorse Studios developed it. Deep Silver published it.
Yeah.
Warhorse is owned by them. Yeah, Warhorse is owned by PlayOn. So.
So they are pretty big then, yeah.
And they're Deep Silver is within that because PlayOn
Yeah.
is part of Embracer and they're within that.
Yeah. Okay. So no, they're not indie for sure.
Yeah, they're not
No,
indie at
huge.
all.
Yeah. But so then, yeah, the indie games are easily fucking like that is the story of the year. Is
Yeah.
like you don't need to be a big company. You can be three guys in I think Australia, and you can put out Team Cherry. You can put out Hollow Knight, and it's gonna be one of the best games of the year. You know what I mean? So I think that's the narrative they're gonna run with, and for that reason, I mean the clear answer to that is it's gonna be Expedition. Like it is the darling of the year. It is the one everyone's talking about. Like these other ones people are talking about too. Don't get me wrong. There's not a bad game here except maybe Death Stranding. But like Expedition 33, like that's the guy. That's the GOAT, baby.
Yeah.
There's no shot. Like I haven't even played the bitch and I know.
Yep.
Yeah, like I think this is the first. Like even Baldur's Gate towards the end, people started to question slightly. Could Alan Wake 2 do it?
Right.
And
I
that was
prefer
again,
Alan
it was
Wake.
only slight. Like people were like, I don't think so, but if something could, it would be that. Right? I don't see anything on this list that could actually take Expedition 33 for the sheer zeitgeist. Like everyone knew, everyone's known since April,
No.
and that hasn't died. Unlike Tears of the Kingdom, where that died.
True.
Right?
True.
That thought process died once Baldur's Gate came out. And like no one has questioned since Expedition 33 came out that it wouldn't
And
be
look,
game of the year.
Look, I'm out here. I love Hollow Knight. I think that's a great game. I'm pulling for Hades 2. If I could hand the award to anybody, I'm handing it to Hades 2 because I want them to win. But like come on now. Come on.
Let's see if we can argue why Death Stranding 2 or Hades 2 won't win, right? Because I feel like
Hades
at this point it's Expedition's game. It's Expedition's
It's game
to lose,
Yeah.
right? So what could push it off its rock?
Jeff Keighley's love for Kojima could push it off his rock.
Yeah.
I don't think that ever had the zeitgeist though.
Through
So
True
people
Love's
talk about
Kiss,
that.
Death Stranding could win.
Like that game had like it was people were talking about it for a little window, but then people kind of stopped talking about it completely. The only other game on here that had the same kind of zeitgeist that Expedition 33 had, and it was very different, but it was like the same level, was the just eternal build up for Silksong.
Yeah.
And I think that there was enough people were let down by Silksong, whereas Expedition 33 surprised the shit out of people. Like, where the did this come from, right? And then some people were disappointed by Silksong because of how difficult it was. Like, it was like the first game's difficult, but it's difficult. You know what I mean? Like, it's harder.
Yeah. Well, the problem.
And I think
the problem with it is that
that's gonna hurt
sorry.
it. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're right. The problem is that they throw you in at the difficulty of like 80% of the way through the first Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
So if you didn't play the first Hollow Knight and you're not used to that,
Yeah.
or if you didn't replay it recently, even then, those first couple
All
bosses.
right, thank you for explaining that, Danny, because I was wondering.
Yeah, the first couple bosses are gonna whip your ass, and then it just goes up from there. Like there's a boss like in the middle of the game, who I genuinely think is harder than the final boss of Hollow Knight. Like, it's shit gets hard. It's good. It's good as hell, but it's hard.
Yeah. So like I don't see how anything beats it here. Like I could see how Alan Wake 2 being such a different game from Baldur's Gate 3 could do something, right? But I don't see it here. I don't see the possibility. Like I would be like, huh? If something else won.
Yeah, unless it's Hades 2, in which case I'm gonna throw a party.
That's fair.
I mean, to be fair, Hades 2 kind of came in the late game.
I
with
don't
a
think it stands a chance.
crazy rated 91, right? 92 or 91 rating.
But it's been in like pre-release
Yeah.
or early
I
access
think
for
that's
how
what's-
long now? Right?
Exactly. I think that's what's gonna hurt it.
Against that.
Is that I think the early access for it might have started like last year, and so some people might be like old news. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that
I
could
can see
hurt.
that taking votes off it.
That didn't stop the first one though.
True.
No, but the first one
True.
was, the first one. This is
Yeah.
The
Right.
second one always has that going against it, right? Like, what are you doing new? What are you doing better?
Yeah.
Why should we even pay attention to it?
yeah. Expedition
Sure.
34 is
Apparently
not going to
people
get
are.
the same love.
Yeah, right. Expedition 34, but no, Expedition 33 for that very reason.
Or sorry,
that-
wouldn't it be? It would have to be 32,
Actually, 32.
right?
No,
Doesn't
no,
it
they're
count
gonna,
down?
they're
Yeah.
gonna. It's the way
Yeah,
they do
they
it
count-
is
yeah.
like it's gonna be a Claire expedition. It's gonna be a Claire obscure.
Don't say
series,
too
but
much.
it's gonna be
So
another-
remember, somebody.
Well,
has
no,
blamed-
no. I'm just. I'm
No,
saying
they've
what-
said
what
that.
they've
Yeah,
told us.
they said that person. They,
Oh, okay.
they said
I
that
was
the
just
next
thinking-
one won't be like a direct sequel. It might be in like the same quote unquote universe or something. I forget exactly what they said, but they
Yeah,
said it wouldn't be
something
like a
like
direct
that.
sequel.
Yeah,
they've
it would
already
be in the
said
same world with the same kind of powers.
Yeah.
No,
So
they didn't say that. They just said that like, it'll be like Claire Obscure would be like the overriding like mainstay title, but the Expedition
Yeah,
33
spin-offs,
would be
essentially.
like the episode, right? And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they're having
But we-
different episodes, and it wouldn't be the same episodes.
I've loved this, but I think Umbra is gonna be late for work.
yes,
we gotta go. We gotta go.
Good.
I'm literally wrapping things up as you all speak. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, you better be getting ready, dog.
I'm already ready.
Okay.
Literally got dressed as you all talked. So
Filibuster, do you mean?
so
All right.
You want to
okay.
do our outros?
So we're gonna get to outros here. Expedition 33 is our game of the year.
Yeah.
I think we're unanimous there. Yeah, and Chad, I think you all will probably agree. What's you guys' game of the year? You all can write it as we exit out. For the outros, Soiltech as our guest. Let me go to you first, good brother. Tell the folks where they can find you,
You
access
can
your
find me
articles, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, no, yeah. Right. Thank you. I appreciate you mentioning that. Yeah, you can find me here pretty much with Umbra, and you'll find me on the Iron Lords lognet. Please come check us out for your daily news. Check out, Lords of Gaming, however, and please make sure you always find Mr. Umbra wherever he's at, because he's probably one of the best content creators I've seen, and he will be growing as fast as you believe. So
Thank you, brother.
don't worry about me, worry about him. And worry about
And-
and Crusader, and worry about Danny.
And if we hit 10K subs, I'm kissing Ben Starr. So you
There
got
you go.
I
So
will
you guys-
I will live stream that if he does.
good.
There you go. Danny, my good brother, tell the good folks where they can
Yeah.
find you, what you'll be up to.
You can find me over on my other podcast, Ready Set Replay, where we just released a conversation about Kirby 64: The Crystal Shards, and we're about to release one about Diablo 2, which I'm very excited about. I'm dropping in the chat for y'all. We're also 11 subscribers from 100, and if I can hit 100 subscribers by the end of this first year of us doing this podcast, I'll feel real happy about myself. So if you're watching right now and you're not subscribed, you don't got to watch nothing. You don't got to ring the bell. You don't got to share it with a friend. I'd love it if you did, but you don't got to. Just literally click the link I just put in the chat, click on subscribe. Help me out. You can mute me afterwards. I don't care. I just want to see 3 digits.
So yes, please subscribe to our good brother, him and Skylar, doing a great thing over there. Show some love. How many? 11 you said for 100?
We are currently at 89 subscribers, so we're getting there.
There you go. If you guys could, please subscribe and help our brothers out. Great show, Danny.
I suggest that we don't end the stream until we get at least 100 subscribers for days.
I don't think
would
that's
love to
gonna
do
happen.
that if I could, but I cannot. And last but not least, Crusader, my good brother, good show, brother. Tell the good folks where they can find you and what you'll be up to.
Yeah, you can find me anywhere in the link tree in the description of this video. Go there and find me. I will be up to playing Minecraft. I will be up to watching the Game Awards, and I will be up to bitching on Twitter.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The
go.
usual.
So,
Wait, could you
Always
bitch
a
on
good
Blue Sky
time.
a little bit so I can see it?
as for myself, Infinite Umbra Infinite, you'll find me either way on social media. Thank you all in the chat for being here, holding us down. I know it's been a while for us to come out and do our thing, but you all held us down. Thank you all. Appreciate it. And if you haven't
out to
done
the
so,
chat.
yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. If you could, make sure you all hit the like button. If you have not subscribed to us, do so, please. And consider becoming a member like our good brother Biff Rinaldi and Soil Tech, who joined as members. We do.
I was the first member of the show.
He was the first member. Soil Tech was the first, indeed. You can. So Slow Mo says you can find Umbra sleeping GCP voice chat at noon tomorrow. It's very likely that that's true.
facts.
It's very likely that it's true. I'll be tired from work. But yes, come through and join GCP and join us with game discussions and everything else in life. We talk about it so much on there. It's fun. Yeah, again, thank you all. As far as shows, of course, on Tuesdays, the Xbox Factor with Boom, myself, and Jamie Moran. If I'm not KO'd and make it, like I missed this week. And I will be on his show Friday, by the way, after the Game Award show, just to throw that out there, too. And yeah, I guess that's really it. Obviously, back here with us on Thursdays. Typically, we did a special for this week, obviously, because of the Game Award show. I hope you all enjoyed the show. I want to see you guys' thoughts on Twitter and everything else, and what your thoughts are for the winners and losers, I guess. There's no real losers here. All of them are great, right? But yeah. All right, fellas.
Hey, as long as they made it to the nomination list, hey,
There you go.
I want to play that game.
Indeed.
I want to play all of those games.
Agreed. And it's been a great year. It's been a hell of a year, actually. So
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's
But-
some crazy shit.
we're going to get out of here, guys. You all have a great one. Thank you all.